証明。自分が今日どこを歩いたか。桐生。思いか名前。聞きたいことがある。いい都市伝説。秋葉原。知らない幻のレトロ品種。秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて。そう。シュタインズゲート。聞こえてる。
Yeah, you can do it the day of too. Oh no, don't load it. Don't load it. Okay, so look at this fucker. New World Lines was discovered. It came in after it. It came in after. See, this is why I thought this was the final story. Right here. Right here. See? I'm renaming the other videos so they work with YouTube as in a game in the name of the video, etc. Okay. I don't know if I think my my naming convention is probably too long because I always take advantage of all the character space that Twitch gives you, but I think that is a little too long for YouTube. So I'd have to go in and like kind of edit it out. I'd probably just like, if for mine, I'd probably just like remove the little weird comments I put in it. Is basically what mine. Oh no, not that one! I highlighted the wrong one and I was looking at chat. No! It quick saved. I hope that didn't, well, I got 100 videos or so to rename only. Then I export all of them at once to YouTube. Nice. Nice. Just overload YouTube. Can I please, like, get out of here? Close. How do I get out of here? Tiny menu. Yeah. We done fucked up. Okay, good. It's still there. So this is Nai's chapter. So this is supposed to be like the final end. Lunar Bifrost. I should have put that in the title. Oh well. Oh well. I wonder what this means. Lunar Bifrost. Frost? I don't know how you pronounce the O with the dots on top of them.
2年前のあの夏、私は当事者になれなかった。
Why did it get cut off? Back then I was still a child. I didn't realize what was happening to the people around me. I was the only one living a normal life back then. Great, more Mayuri. Sup, radio. I don't know if you missed it yesterday when you said you were taking off to go to sleep during the credits, but after the credits finished rolling, there was a little bit after the end, and then it ended that route, and then I went back to the start of the story, and then it's like, one more world line has unlocked. It's like, damn it. By that time, I realized that nobody was left. My dad is gone, he died and left me alone. I haven't seen the college guy, the high school girl, or anyone else from the second floor of Dad's building since that summer. Wait, oh, this is assuming, oh, this is Naya's story from when, like, I don't know if you guys remember. I'm on Mass Effect 3 videos. Oh. That's pretty far into your backlog. Ah! Stop skating pancake. The game bamboozled us all. Yeah, I got debated hard. Debated. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know the Steins Gate story. There's a part in it where Nai, she kind of seeks out revenge because her dad like kills himself, and then she's like, "It's all your fault" to like Okabe, and then she ends up like resenting him all these years. So she grows up, and then she like uses like the time traveling technology to go back in time, and then she comes back to the time when she was a kid, and she like, I don't know, tries to murder people that she felt was responsible for her dad's death, even though her dad was like around her. So I don't know if this is that story, like a continuation of that story. Everyone close to me vanished all at once. The only thing I knew was that something had happened, but I didn't know what. Or maybe the Rounders killed her dad. I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's like Dad's building has been frozen in time for the past 2 years. Wouldn't, like, someone come and, like, repossess the building or something? I don't know. Or does it, like, technically belong to her? If there's no one else related to him? The closed shutters haven't been opened once the entire time. I'm sure everything in the shop is covered in dust, which wouldn't be much of a change from the way things used to be. There might be spider webs everywhere now, though. Yakuza 0 empty lot. That, like, one teeny tiny little lot that was worth, like, big monies. I don't think this lot would be worth anything to anybody. I get shivers just imagining the spiders. Do you guys like spiders? I can handle cockroaches better than spiders, but hairy caterpillars are— oh, I hate hairy caterpillars. Those are kind of gross. I don't know why. I don't know why people think they're cute. They're disgusting. Cockroaches. Nope. Which out of those three would you rather deal with? Spiders, cockroaches, or caterpillars? I don't really have anything to do here. I don't intend to go inside, and it's not like I'm waiting for someone. But I end up heading here after school about once a month. Is she just like going to school by herself? She's like in middle school. Taking care of herself? I look around. The shops along Akihabara's main street, Chuodori, change all the time. But over here, I feel like nothing's changed since 2 years ago. I don't know. I imagine it'd be better to have spiders around. Yeah, that's true. Out of all those, the three, I'd rather deal with spiders. They're helpful. There aren't very many people, and most of the buildings are multi-tenant types. He feels whenever I kill a spider. Why are you killing them? I feel guilty killing them. If I have to like get it out of the house, I'll just capture it and throw it out. There. I notice and start staring at the roof of the multi-tenant building diagonally across from here. Her hand looks kind of weird there. There I see a man wearing a black suit smoking a cigarette and looking bored. Wait, who does that sound like? Black suit smoking a cigarette. Yeah, sup Vivi. We're still working on this game. The game is still going. Cancer Rian. I just call them agents. Oh, maybe it is Cancer Man. If it's an agent. After Dad died, and after all the lab members started showing up, they started appearing around this building. They're not always the same people. In fact, they seem like different people every time. And I'm still sleepy. Is it nighttime? What time is it? It's only about 8 o'clock for you. 8 p.m. I guess you'll be retiring soon, Vivi. At first I didn't pay them much attention, or pay much attention to them, but every time I came here I was sure to notice a person in a black suit somewhere within view. Rawr. They might be watching Dad's building, even though nobody goes in or out of it now. Those agents? They're waiting for someone. I wonder if they know the reason why my dad suddenly took his own life, and the reason why the lab mems stopped coming here. By the way, fever is gone. Wait, you had a fever? Oh, that's right. You said you had like flu-like cold symptoms. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, like, if your fever's gone, does that mean you're starting to feel better? So it wasn't the COVID? Or maybe it was the COVID. Maybe it was just like low-key symptoms. Who knows? I always think about asking them, but just imagining it makes my heart race, and I get too scared. Once again, I leave that place as though I'm fleeing. I'm immune now! Or not. I figured that we're all going to eventually get the COVID virus, and then we'll all just have, like, the immunities once we've, you know, gotten it done and over with. That reminds me, that summer 2 years ago, a girl came to Dad's shop to work part-time, and she said something strange. A time machine. A dreamlike machine that lets one travel to the past or future. Miyoshi, my class's name for our middle school math teacher, says that it's totally impossible to build one. But if a machine like that really existed, I'd go back to that summer. Go back to that summer and what? Do I want to get involved? Do I just not want to be left alone?
わかんないよ。
That's a fun ringtone. I turn off my alarm clock and get out of bed. It's 7 a.m. I'm pretty good at getting up on my own. Even when Dad was around, I'd get up by myself, make breakfast by myself, and take out the trash. The neighbors would always say what a responsible child I was. I'm still a little sleepy, but I quickly take off my pajamas and put on my uniform. My middle school uses a pretty plain sailor-style uniform. It's not very cute. But I don't have very good fashion sense, so uniforms are actually helpful for me. I learned that after entering middle school. I kind of like the idea of uniforms for schools. I washed my face in the bathroom, then go to the living room.
Yeah, Nai. Ohayo.
Oh, what? She's living with this guy? I wonder why. It's a pretty swanky place to get to live in. Having made his morning preparations, Uncle Yukitaka was drinking coffee and reading the newspaper. Me too, I like to have uniforms. Do you guys have uniforms in Germany? I'm not sure like what your school system's like. The only places that would have uniforms here are more like private schools. Private schools or maybe more like religious schools. Really rare? Oh yeah. I don't know, I think it would have taken out like the whole stress of like dressing and like fitting in with other kids and stuff like that. Maybe expensive private ones, so much stress. Yeah. There's so much like kids can be mean, you know? Yeah, exactly, and bullied because of it. Kids can be really, really mean. There's breakfast for 4 laid out on the table. Today it's ham, stir-fried bok choy, and tomato salad.
ナイちゃん、今パン焼くから座ってて。
I hear Aunt Shikane's voice from the kitchen where she's wearing an apron and working. We never met this character. Aunt Shikane? Is that supposed to be, Ferris's mom? I sit down and pour some milk into my cup. It's been almost 2 years since the Akiha family took me in. After Dad passed away, I didn't have a single relative. I was worried about what I do, but Rumiho suggested this right away. Uncle Yukitaka knew about me because my dad was familiar with the people in the Akihabara's shopping district. Not only are they letting me stay with them free of charge, but they're paying my tuition as well. Wow, that's really generous of them. They really are kind people.
お姉ちゃんは？
まだ寝ているんじゃないかな。昨日も遅かったみたいだからね。
It's kind of fortunate she she got to be adopted into a family, or fostered, I guess. Fostered into a family that's like super rich. Lives in a top penthouse of like the best like residential building in Akihabara. Probably evil family. He owns this guy owns like almost all of Akihabara. He basically like runs Akihabara. They're a pretty rich family. Gonna harvest her organs? I don't think he needs to. He probably like makes like what do you mean like harvest his organs for like money? He doesn't need that money. He probably makes that money like easily off of like interest off of his like investments, probably within minutes in a day. For satanic rituals. Okay. Why? Because he's got like pink eyes? He looks creepy? How's the barbecue outside? Oh my god. Vivi!
最近朝起きてこないね。
Yes, red light. It's not a red light though, that's his eyes. And they're like pink. They're pink! Ferris's eyes are pink. So they made her dad's eyes look pink. Too soon? I don't think he cares. Maybe? I don't know. As long as it's not his building that's burning. Only vampire bunnies have pink eyes. I'm trying to think if there's other characters that have pink eyes. Maybe like Yandere's. Another series. Morning, Guru! Ohayo! Scout, are you?
ベンチャー企業の社長さんは忙しいみたいだよ。
Venture company. Rumiho started her own company when she graduated high school this spring. It's a small company with only 3 employees, but she's the president nonetheless.
大丈夫かな？
ルミホには黒木もついているから心配はいらないよ。あの子はああ見えてしっかりした子だし
Good.
ね。
Inky's community is saying hi. Your community says hi to you all the time, Omni. You have people always saying hi to you. Albino have red eyes. Yes. This is true, Vivi. This is true. So wait, are you saying that albino animals and humans are vampire bunnies? Not everything is okay. I'm just I guess I was just throwing that in there. That you have a very nice community as well. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. My throat was like feeling like as soon as I started my stream, my throat was feeling really rough. So I actually made up some green tea with honey in it, and that's actually helping. So. Omni is ignoring me. QQ. Inky's my community. Aw. It's very sweet of you, Omni. I really appreciate Omni being here. When I'm about halfway through my salad, and she kind of brings me my toast. After spreading my favorite strawberry jam onto it, I take a bite. I want to see this Aunt Shikane. The barbecue is over, Vivi. YouTube videos. Okay. Yeah, he's working on his YouTube videos. You may not know it by looking at me. I'm pretty smart. I was in the top 10 of my grade from the spring exams. I'm a member of the badminton team. I'm just okay. Why did I choose badminton? I just sort of felt like it. I always have morning practice, so I wake up 30 minutes early. So today, I actually slept in. Is she now the psycho child? So Vivi, I don't know if you were here. I guess you weren't here. But, the circumstances of this story take place... let's see how far back this goes. I don't know how far back this backlog goes. Okay, it's actually right at the beginning. So... it takes place 2 years after the fact of the STEINS Gate, when STEINS Gate story took place. And this happens to be just after her dad dies, because he killed himself. I think that had something to do like with the rounders and stuff like that, and he felt he had no choice, so he killed himself. And then everyone else vanished. And then she was also saying how there were like agents in black suits that would kind of like hang around the building. Where is this? See a man wearing a black suit smoking a cigarette. And these agents are always around that building, her dad's building. So then after that, after her dad dies, she gets taken in by Ferris's family. So now she's living with Ferris's family. So that's where we're at. I don't know if she's... It doesn't seem to imply like she's feeling like, you know, revenge or like negative feelings about Okabe. Hi, Vivi. Yeah, Vivi. Who are you playing as? We're playing as Nae. Nae is the son, or not son, the daughter of Mr. Brown, or what was his name in Japanese? I don't remember now. I don't remember now. Oh well, whatever. Finally, I'm high enough on the highlight list that is actually moving along somewhat reasonably. That's good. Yeah, I gotta do those too. I gotta decide like how I want to organize it. I was looking at my YouTube page and I have like the odd videos on there, and I was like watching one. I was like, oh my god, this is so cringy. The quality. I mean, there where this and in the Elite game where she's sworn to kill Okarin and the other when she was older. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, Vivi, in her ending. But there seems to be no shred of like her feeling like it was Okabe's fault or anything like that. So, or at least she's not saying it here. It's boring. So I don't know what this ending is gonna yield. It just kind of implies this takes place after the STEINS Gate story. Her dad's dead, and all the lab members are gone. So we don't quite know what the circumstances around her dad dying and the lab members going missing. I'm assuming the lab members were taken away by CERN, by the Rounders. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm a little kind of like, where does this take place? I had gobbled down my toast through force of happiness. When I laugh, Uncle Yukitaka and Aunt Chikane smile gently. I'm doing so well because of the Akiha family. The TV is almost bigger than the sofa. Oh, I missed it. It probably was, though. We're talking about Rumiho's family here. In the end, I leave the house without seeing Rumiho. My school is near Okachimachi Station. Okachimachi. It's about a 30-minute walk. I could ride a bike to school, but I choose to walk instead. In part because I don't want the Akiha family to have to buy me a bicycle. Besides that, I like walking. As I walk, I think about how things were 2 years ago. Back when I was in elementary school, I'd walk along this road to go visit Dad's building. I walk 500 miles. Wait, is this a song? At the time, my dad and I actually lived in Okachimachi. Now that I think about it, I wonder what happened to that house. It was pretty worn down and seemed like it could collapse at any moment. It was put up for sale, but I doubt anyone would want to live there. Yes, that song. Okay. I thought you actually really did walk 500 miles to go to school. It's like, that would take forever. And I felt so cheerful when I left home. When I'm alone, my thoughts have a bad habit of drifting into the past. I'm almost at the place where I meet up with my classmate, Mako-chan. We're both on the badminton team and she's probably my closest friend at school. That's why we always walk together in the morning. I slap my cheeks with my hand. Oh, I'm okay. There are people who greet me every morning. I'm doing well in both studies and sports. I have friends at school. If I continue living like this, I'm sure I'll end up happy. I'm sure I'll forget that summer someday. Someday. Or she goes and seeks out revenge and travels to the past to go kill Okabe. With tests approaching, there are no club activities this week. Wait, who's this? Mako-chan. Already home? Nai-chan, did you go home already? I thought we could go home together. P something? Is that supposed to be a face? Oh, okay, I see what it is. Preview event tickets. Great news! I got preview tickets for next month's Rainet Kakaru movie, nya. You interested, Nai? So it's not for the- it's for the anime, not Access Battlers? What's the next AB national and tournament starting? I want to watch you win the championship again. I want to go, let's go together. Let's go. He's scared. Did he say hi? This is a while back. Lol. Outbox. Okay, let's change her wallpaper. What should we change it to? Ferris? Because it's technically her sister? I don't know. Or something else. There's a cat, Ghetto Froggy. Think strange. Yeah, like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. That's what I thought. Scout's probably moved on. He's probably moved on. Put a picture of herself. Or, oh, I know, Mayuri? It's kind of weird though because she's... It almost looks like she's in a bikini in this one. Is that a bikini? Or is that a dress? She likes Mayuri. Ugh, I can't do any more. That's so vain. Picture of yourself. Wait, you can't stand doing the YouTube thing? What is this? Pleasure? How come I can barely hear it? Love is kira kira. We'll go with that. Oh wait, no, that was the phone ringtone. We'll go with... Sure, why not? Ugh, so many to go. Looks like a bikini. The reason why I doubt that is the color below the bikini line. It looks pinkish rather than like her skin shaded darker. So I wasn't sure. With tests approaching, there are no club activities this week. I could go home as soon as school ends, but since the only thing to do is study, I want to take a little detour. That face. Definitely the last route, I promise. You got no idea if this is the last route. I read somewhere, it wasn't meant to be a spoiler. I don't know where I read it. Maybe on Steam or something. But there, it was saying something, or no, I was looking for songs and, on YouTube, and then there was one that said, like, true ending Nae's route. So I was like, wait, why Nae's route? So I think Nae's route is supposed to be the final route in this game. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. I could be lying. You mean to tell me there's a chance I might have to endure another Mayuri stream? Well, actually, Radio, there's no Mayuri in this game because, remember, she said all the lab mems are gone, so you probably won't get to see her. Unless she's remembering Mayuri or whatever. So I decided to go to my secret place for the first time in a while. First I buy a strawberry juice at this juice stand in front of Yorobashi and drink it on the spot. You could say it's like a ritual. If I drink strawberry juice here, the day always goes well. My allowance is limited, so I can only do it about once a week. Then I go down Showa Street, heading to an arcade. Ooh. It's not pretty or clean like any of the places along Chuodori, but I like this old rundown arcade. It's dimly lit, kind of stuff? Kind of stuff? What is kind of stuff? And the customers are mostly adult men. Her neck looks really long there. It's kind of stuff, guys. That's a really cute emote. What is that? Oh no, never mind. That's creepy. Creepy! There isn't a single crane game or anything else that the couples would find cute. But I like that it's dark. Nobody notices a middle school girl like me playing games here. My secret pleasure is coming here once a week and playing one game. I want to come here more often, but with practice and stuff, I can barely even do that. I always play fighting games. That's a game where you select a character to control and have a one-on-one battle. You usually fight against the computer, but other people can challenge you too. Some partnered streamer that must self-identify as Furry Koala. Yes. I figured that. Fizzy? Maybe they're Australian? I don't know. Vivi playing with emotes. He is Australian. Yeah. Like, koala. That's so stereotypical. You can keep playing as long as you don't lose. That's pretty nice for me, given how limited my allowance is. Wait. As long as you don't lose, okay. All the good fighting game players gather at the big arcades along Chuodori. I sometimes go to those, but this is my home field and I don't plan on changing that. Now then, which one should I play today? Maybe I'll go with the usual Golden Wolf Fighter 4. Golden Wolf Fighter 4? What would that, like, resemble? The fourth entry in the 2D fighting game series, released in 2010. I don't know what that one would be. A 2D fighting game series, 4 entries have made their ways to arcade and it even has console ports. Its characters and world are popular with players in their teens and 20s, and its many difficult gameplay systems are big with hardcore fighting game fans. Blaz Black. That sounds like Blaz Blue. I am a hamster. Drop Bear. the elusive Drop Bear. Hamsters are incapable of using a keyboard. That's not true. You could just put the hamster on top of the keyboard and they type it. They type it as they like step on the keys. I type with my hamster butt. That hamster butt. I'll play this today. Wait. New Blaz Black. Okay. I insert 100 yen and start the game. After playing with a new character for a while, someone challenges me. In a fighting game, your opponent is on the opposite machine, so you can't see their face. I like this about fighting games. The only measure of your opponent is their strength. Here, I'm not just a child. They're pretty tough. I get focused when I fight strong opponents. I really like this feeling. I lost the first round. How frustrating. And I drank my strawberry juice today too. It's probably because I'm using a new character. It'll take some time before I learn their quirks and tricks. There's a little downtime between rounds. I stretch out to release some of my tension. When two of men on the edge of my vision catch my eye. 2 of men. I give up. We're trying to correct it. Why did I notice them? They're sitting on chairs in front of the arcade cabinets, talking and not playing games. Rough, these videos, so much content, Inky! A lot of content. Well, I mean, it's a lot of backlog, isn't it? Wonder how many total hours I've streamed. You probably more than what you got there, probably, because seeing as you might have lost a few videos. Should I look it up? LOL. That would only be like an approximation though, wouldn't it? If you look it up. I got more sleepy while the translation. I messed more up. Oh no. This is a McD's. That McD's. If you sit there, people can't play games. On top of that, the fat one is holding a fast food burger and a drink. That's surprisingly. How annoying. I'm not a very pushy person, so even if I wanted to play a game and some bad-mannered people were sitting in the seats like that, I probably wouldn't be able to say anything. I just give up and leave. Daru? No. You're adults. Try to act like it. I say only in my head. Round 2 begins. This is bad. If I don't focus, I'll lose again. Fat one of the pair finishes eating his hamburger and stands up. Why am I more curious about them than the game? I looked it up. Lol. Guess? I couldn't possibly guess, because... Like, you mean, like, are you talking about, like, since you started streaming? Your entire streaming career? 8,000 hours. Probably more than most streamers? No, probably... Well, Omni's been around for a long time. No, weird jinx. Is it 8,000? No, Radioactive is just copying what I said, isn't he? 10,000. Damn, I was gonna change my answer to 10,000. I was about to, and then I held back when you said lol weird. I cleaned my D12 today, and I finally set up all the near weapons. Oh, okay, that's cool. I cleaned up half of my... I have 2 D12s. I only dusted one of them out. I gotta do the other one. No, that's why I said wow. Oh, because of the 8,000 hours. Yeah, no, I figured you were just repeating what I said, Radio. That's a lot of time. It is a lot of time, but even on Twitch for a long time. I mean, like, how many years? Like, almost 4 years now? That's 1.15 years worth of streaming. I'm a little over 3 years. So you got partnered really quickly then. Like, how long did it take you to get partnered from when you started streaming? Where can I see this from myself? I don't know. Less than a year. Well. Wait, then wouldn't it be like a little over 3 years? Wait, I don't know. Never mind. Right, you could have been affiliated. I was thinking on your year there. Started February, partnered January 2018. Oh, okay. Only took you 11 months. Only 11 months, that's pretty good. VV, 190 hours. I streamed only 172 hours. That's VV. That's like what most like streamers do in like a month. Not like 170 hours is like a month's worth of like streaming. Maybe less for some streamers who kind of are more full-time. That's like nothing. That's like a drop in the bucket for more serious streamers. I was a rising star, lol. Nah. You still are. I don't know. Usually I don't care in the slightest about other customers. What? Wait. What? You're right. It is Daru. That is totally his voice. I mean, yeah, it was talking about him like he's a fat dude. I guess he disappeared because he knew that CERN was after them. Okay. Oh, she recognized the voice. He rolled in the underground? Maybe. I accidentally hit the stick. That results in a short, unsafe jump, so naturally I'm knocked down by an anti-air attack, which leads into a combo. Oh no. The chunk can never be mistaken. I panic for a moment. I try to calm my nerves, but in my confusion I mistime my sweep and get rushed down. I'm not quite KO'd yet, but I give up on turning this around. I raise my eyes from the screen and look for the fat man. I notice a large frame leading through the door. I need to follow him. It was intuition. It's bad manners to stand up in the middle of a battle, but I'll lose sight of him at this rate. So, I'm sorry. I could just make out his heavy voice over the noise of the games. I recognize that voice. Unless it's just my imagination, it sounded like a voice I often heard during that summer 2 years ago. Or he was too big to be moved by CERN. No, don't say that. Weird, on my channel it says 724k views or something, but channel analytics say 900,000 and wait, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. Why does it say that many views? Where did the 1k go? Wherever the 100k, 1k, 100k, over 100k views missing. Wow, according to your channel analytics, that means you're close to 1 million. That 1 million. I had really lost sight of the fat man. I know I saw him walking towards the station, though. I'd look around. He's really big, so I should be able to spot him fairly easily. 28.4k follows, so I only lost like 7k followers. Not too bad. Wow. I mean, a lot of those like follows are probably from like your the losses are probably from like early on, isn't it? Earlier follows through your growth spurt. He was pretty far away. I Katan, do you Pakoseth? What the hell is Pakoseth? What is this word? Pakoseth. 2019? Pakoseth. So you're saying these stats are from 2019? So they don't include any of like this year stats? Lamel, never mind. No, now I'm curious. What the hell is this word? Pakoseth? Does anyone know what Pancake's talking about? No, that's when I lost most of them. Oh, I see. Really? I guess that's when you shifted away from the Elder Scrolls games and stuff. I start calling out to him, but 3.5k subs. That's a lot of freaking subs. 3.5k subs. That's a lot of subs. Not hundreds. You were in the thousands. Jeez. It would be embarrassing to shout around so many people, so I decided to just wave my hand vigorously. However, no matter how much I wave at the fat man's back, he's not gonna notice. I need to run after him. Your subs are like 5 times my actual follower count. Well, I guess subs from back then. Hurry under the railway and finally catch up in front of UPX. What the hell is this, like, typo here? UPX.P. Okay, UPX.P. The fat man still hasn't noticed me. He's just strolling along. 15,259 unique chatters, like, altogether. That's a lot of people over 3 years. Yeah. Googled. I googled. Pakseth is when you play a particular game for 10 hours in a row in order to better understand the fact that I just made this all up. Okay. And then you made me read that. I'm never gonna read anything you say again now, radio. I gather up my courage and say something. Most of those chatters were in the year 2018. So that was just after you partnered. The fat man turns to face me. Our eyes meet. I knew it. I recognized that face. There's no mistake. He was a college student who frequented the second floor of Dad's buildings 2 years ago. I think he so. His name was... Duck. Duck? Was that it? I'm not sure. He's more of a pig than a duck. Oh no. The moment he recognizes me, Duck's son runs away at full speed. I like that name. His massive body rocks back and forth as he waddles into the distance. 45.8 million minutes watched. Lol, that's a lot of stats on me. Is there a reason why you were looking at all these stats? I'm shocked that bolted like that. What? I'm shocked that bolted like that. I give up. I didn't think he tried to run away. I don't have time to be considerate with people around me now, so I shout to him, but Duck wouldn't stop. I rush after him. I never normally do something like this. Just wanted to know total time streamed. I see. Sorry, I can just go if you want. No, that's not what I mean. Maybe bolted as a verb? Where? No, because it said, I'm shocked that bolted like that. Yes, bolted is used as a verb here, Vivi. Or radio. Sorry, I thought you were Vivi. Do you guys have the same color? Probably not. No, it should be, I'm shocked that he bolted like that. It's missing the subject. I'm shocked that blank bolted like that. Okay. English. English 101. To think Duck would run to the main street. Missing the object? Oh, I've been complaining about this Omni like all throughout this game. It started off innocently enough and it wasn't as full of mistakes in the earlier stories, but I'm finding as I'm getting closer to the end stories, especially like these last two stories, they've been like full of like grammar and spelling errors and leftover words from like not editing it properly. The subject is I'm. Oh, so then what do you call the second? I guess, sorry, the secondary subject, but the subject of bolted. That's what I mean. I'm shocked. So it's already saying shocked is talking about I'm. I'm is the first subject. That bolted is another verb there, right? So bolted doesn't belong to I'm. And yes, you're right, I'm is the subject here in the sentence, but bolted is the secondary verb here in the sentence. It's missing the second subject. The context was Pakoseth? Maybe that was the object. What was the context? I am shocked that bolted like that. That is not a subject. It's an incomplete subject here. Or that is an incomplete reference. You can't just say that and then be like, that bolted like that. I think that sentence is missing an object. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what I said? Subject, verb, object. Okay, maybe. Sorry, I don't really know entirely the breakdown of the proper sentence structure. I'm not an English teacher. Would have to defer to a secret reagent on that since he's taking classes on how to teach English. Maybe indirect subject. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe it's as in that, the event. But it should say, I'm shocked that he bolted like that. It's missing the word he. Okay? I'm shocked things bolted like that. I'm shocked that bolted like that. That's not a proper sentence, Radio. The indirect object comes between the verb and the direct object, so I think that is the indirect subject. Okay. That kind of makes sense, because she is the subject. What the fuck is bolted? Bolted means to run. Like, dash off. Bolted is a verb. To bolt off. To run. Bolt also can also refer to, like, bolting down. Like bolts, nuts and bolts. The act of screwing in a bolt or whatever. New word for me is a perverted sexual act. Sure, why not? Pedestrians on the sidewalk stare at me, wondering what's going on as I chase after the fleeing duck. Unfortunately, Duck isn't a very fast runner. He's gasping for breath, bumping into basically everyone as he passes by. I'll catch him easily at this rate. Then yeah, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, Radio. I already told you. Anyone who knows English would look at that sentence and recognize it immediately for being a incorrect English sentence. Seemingly out of stamina, Duck finally comes to a complete halt. He slumps over and puts his hands on his knees, gasping for breath. The red shop there, it's gone? What red shop? And, maked new? Maked new? You mean they've, rebuilt it? Renovated it into a new store? I didn't know what bolted was. Well, I don't know. You were like saying things. You didn't say that you didn't know what bolted was. You were just making assumptions about like what was incorrect about the sentence. So you were trying to like question the sentence without actually telling me that you didn't know what bolted was. Made, yes. Not having an understanding of what each word means is going to impact your understanding of how to complete the sentence. I would think. He slumps over and puts his hands on his knees, gasping for breath. Upon catching up to me, I notice everyone looking at us. We're in the middle of Akihabara. I'm a middle school girl chasing after a panting fat adult. I wonder what everyone around us thinks about this situation. Couldn't he have stopped somewhere with fewer people? That kind of annoys me, and I can't just stand here saying nothing forever. Duck. Then why did you run? Oh, he's not running from her. Taking a closer look, Duck's gaze isn't on me, it's directed behind me. He's so stacked. I turn around to look. The agents. It's summertime, yet 3 men in hot-looking black suits are wedging their way through the crowd towards us. I have no idea if they work with the ones I always see around Dad's building, but... Look at his pecs. Whenever he crosses his arms, I can't get over his, like, funny-looking hands. Duck is covered in sweat, looking like he could collapse to the ground at any moment. The agents are getting really close now. This feels like it came straight out of a manga. Boy, he weighed. He's so thick. I move without thinking. I grab Duck's hand and pull him into the nearby parts shop. Ooh, how daring. She actually grabbed some random stranger's hand. Or a visual novel his neck. We weave through the narrow aisles and climb to the second floor. A store employee who knew Duck recognized him and let us take shelter there for a while. After hiding for about 10 minutes, we try heading back to the first floor. I looked down the narrow aisle, checking to make sure there were no agents. Upon saying this, Duck starts walking off on his own. He's leaving. He's going to disappear. I feel like if we separate here, I'll never see him again. Who is this Nae? It's the daughter of Mr. Brown. And this story takes place in a world line where her dad's passed away. He basically killed himself. He commits suicide. If you guys remember him doing that in one of the I think it was, I guess it's considered Naya's ending route in Steins Gate, the game. I don't know if they covered it in the anime. I can't remember now. No, he shot himself. He shot himself because if I don't know if you remember Radioactive, he was part of the Rounders, so he was working for CERN, and then I can't remember why he killed himself. Because like he couldn't carry out his mission or job that CERN gave him to do, or something like that. So he decided it was just better to kill himself. It was in the anime, okay, because he was discovered. Oh, okay, his cover was blown, basically. I guess it was part of Morika's route, technically. You know, I don't remember. Wonder what happened to Roger Bacon. Are you talking about that viewer? You know, it was funny because we were talking about him must have gotten hit pretty hard by that coronavirus. Well, it was funny because like you said that he was like kind of like one of those like bunker kind of people. So maybe like remember when he was all sketched out like a little bit. But this was like before like the corona pandemic sort of really hit home for people and government was starting to say shit. So maybe Roger like saw that, he kind of saw the warning signs of a pandemic coming on. He started going underground. He went underground. Maybe he hid in his bunker or something. I don't know. So now he's just hiding out from the world. And he wanted to protect Nai. He did. Though. So he killed himself in order to hide the fact that he worked for the Rounders for CERN. He tried to warn us. He did. Yet all called him a lunatic. Me and Omni kind of thought he was a little weird, you know? Like, he was a nice dude, but he was kind of weird. A little weird. I make up my mind to stop him. Well, you are faster than him.
つうか、ダックおじさんって誰？僕のこと？そんな風に呼ばれたのは初めてなわけだが。
He did refollow me the other day. I wonder why he unfollowed you and then refollowed you. It's kind of strange. I have no idea who you are talking about. See, this is how I feel. Now you know exactly how I feel, Vivi, whenever you talk about references that I, either don't care about or have no clue about, but you keep going on about it. And it's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, probably some extreme emotional type thing, usually the reason. Yeah, that's true. Do you remember the person that I was talking about, Omni? And I actually ended up asking them about it, and it was exactly as you said. So, yep.
あと、君、誰？
I figured it was
リア
something
ル
like
JC
that,
に
but
逆断されるとか、
I wanted to
絶対
ask
なんか
him.
の罠っしょ。絵とか壺とか売りつけられるんですね。わかります。
Fifi. Feels smart. She went hard on your ass, didn't she? Hey, I am just telling it how it is. I don't sugarcoat things. You guys know that. Just how I am. Sorry, not sorry. I glare sharply at Duck.
私は
Hello, Angel's
天王
Tail.
寺
I see you
Nice.
looking there. You're just in time for the true ending. I thought for sure that we were playing the true ending before, but then I got debated yesterday and I was like, oh my god, there's another ending. There's yet another ending. But I like sugar, but that's just not how I roll, Radio. I don't sugarcoat things. Nothing wrong with it, with being honest. Yeah, exactly. Honesty is the best policy. French time stream low. Yeah, my son is back in school, so I'm trying to like get back into the habit of doing more like morning streams. That kind of went out the window when he was, off school, and he'd been, off school for the last over 2 months. It was a very long spring break. Very long spring break. For me, that was a normal talk from Inky. just a everyday chat with Inky. Real talk, Just a real talk. It seems like he finally remembered. Duck rapidly blinks his fleshy eyes. Fleshy eyes? Oh, look, it's
Hoi,
Daiburu
これは
Lockers.
助けてくれたお礼。
Aw, that's nice of him. Without even asking, Duck buys a drink from the vending machine and hands it to me. It's a 0-calorie cola. But I don't even like soda. He could have asked me what I wanted before buying it. But it would be rude to refuse now, so I have no choice but to accept it. Dun, 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 dun. Understood, madam. Then we'll have a movie date on that day now. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since we went out together. I'm excited too. Whoa. Wait, his name is Duck? I never learned his name. Oh, his name is actually Daru, but she couldn't, Nae doesn't remember his name because it's been 2 years since she last saw him, so she calls him Duck, because she can't remember. She only just kind of ran into him, so maybe she'll call him Daru, I don't know. Physics book came in, that way ick. Wait, what's this about a physics book? Did you order a physics book? 450 pages? Duck and carry, duck and carry, duck and carry. What? What, Vivi?
ありがとうございます。ダックおじさん。
ダックおじさんって呼ぶのやめてほしいけん。呼び方はイタルお兄ちゃんで頼む。
That's way too polite. Like, if you don't like drinking soda, why take it?
またはダルザスーパーハッカー。
Read it, radioactive. Memorize it. Memorize it. Okay, nothing. Vivi, what are you on? Let me give you some. Just another joke. I don't know what even the joke is about. You're just saying duck and carry, duck and carry, duck and carry. Duck and carry. I don't know. As he says this, Duck buys another 0-cal. See, she could have just given it back to him. Be like, I don't like 0-calorie colas. Hey, kitten, but do you know a TX underdog? Sorry, but do you know a TX underdog? Like, as in another person? TX underdog? What are you talking about, Skating Pancake? My Cyberpunk Xbox controller shipped. Nice. I'm still waiting for my, I had ordered a Bluetooth, dongle thingy-mabrab. So I'll be able to finally use my controllers wirelessly. After I get it. It's like an Asus, Bluetooth dongle. I didn't understand it either! Oh, Vivi's jokes? Yeah. Now I feel like a real gamer. Why? Because it's a limited edition controller. Then you'll be all ready for Cyberpunk 2077 when it comes out. Now I'm a gamer! Does that make me a gamer girl? Oh god. I can't believe I said that. Pretty sure I'll be mousing with that one. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It depends on which one feels better.
ぷはー。激しい運動の後のコーラはうますぎだろ、ジョコ。異論は認めない。いやー、それにしても2年ぶりに来た秋葉で JC に助けられただけじゃなく、その JC が成長したなえちゃん氏とか、エロゲだったら完全にフラグじゃね？
Major flag in an eroge, oh god. In Kid Gamer Girl, now any moment she starts selling the bathwater. For only $29.99, you can get yourself a jar of bathwater. Used bathwater.
ガチで運命感じちゃってるわけだが、ここから僕となえちゃん氏との愛と冒険の日々が始まるんだお。映画化決定。
Lol.
あ、いや、じゃあ、イタルお兄ちゃんじゃなくてもいいっす。イタルさんとかでいいっす。
I would love Omni's bathwater. They'd sell like hotcakes.
なえちゃん氏、目が怖いわけだが。もちろん、JC の冷ややかな視線つうのも、そ
I
れ
don't
は
know
そ
if
れ
there's
で
a
ありな
market
ん
for
だ
that.
けど。
You'd be surprised, Omni. You'd be surprised. Now I remember. I was thinking about it the whole time. This guy's name. His nickname is Daru. The lab members called him that. His family name is Hashida. That's what my dad called him. Seeing how he just asked me to call him Itaru Onichan. His full name must be Itaru Hashida. Phew, that's a relief.
コーラ飲まないん？カロリーゼロだからダイエット中でも安心なのだぜ。
Lol.
タルおじさん、教えてもらえますか？
We can open one. Okay. I really don't know how I could think you may be gay. Phoebe, my lord. Phoebe wants us to make a video. Yep. Exactly, Phoebe. I don't know how possibly, you know, he could give us those kinds of ideas, right? In Vivi's dreams. She can ship him. She can ship it.
え？
She likes that
何
shit.
よ？
That wasn't the point that she was trying to make, Radio.
2年前の夏、何があったのか。
When I spotted Duck, I mean Daru, in the arcade and had to chase him down, I didn't even think of asking him that. I've had fanfic written of me before. You'll have to show me these fanfics, otherwise they didn't happen. I know her point. But now that I calmed down, I see that his appearance and speech haven't really changed since 2 years ago. It's as though time suddenly rewound to that summer. I couldn't help but ask.
どうしてみんな、もう、ラボメンは、集まらないんですか？
Daru's carefree expression suddenly changes. I'm curious if this fanfic lurk. Me too. He seems sad somehow.
もう集まらないよ。未来ガジェット研究所は空中分解したっつか、みんなバラバラだし。
Broke up in midair. Buried on my Discord somewhere in all the hidden channels. Mayu dead? Yay, Vivi, in this timeline. She could be. We don't know that. We don't know for sure if Mayuri is dead here. But probably. If Naya's dad is dead, then most likely Mayuri is dead too. She would have died that summer. I hated her with all my soul. No! Poor
ちなみに
Mayuri.
僕は去年1年間ずっとなんとスイスにいたのだぜ。世界を股にかけるスーパーハッカーだお、キリ。
スイス。旅行ですか？
That was a long
まあ
pause.
そんなもん。オカリンやマキセ氏と一緒にね。
Oh my god, Okarin and Makiseshi are still alive!
オカリンおじさんと、クリスお姉ちゃん、
Super Haka.
3人。で、
Aww, Mayuri's not there anymore.
さあ。
Only 3 of them. Hearing this answer gives me a tight feeling deep in my chest. It's painful. He didn't mention her name. Mayuri. Aww. She was the one I liked most out of all the lab members. She would always hug me with a kind smile on her face, like a mother. She spent all her time with Uncle Okarin. Saren is in Switzerland. But they didn't go to Switzerland together. I think I already vaguely knew. Mayuri had passed away, and it happened at Dad's building. Back then, I was so upset over my dad's death that I had no idea what had happened to Mayuri. There was no way I could have attended her funeral like that. Hiding like a bitch. But talking to Rumiho and Luka at the Yanabayashi shrine, I somehow knew Mayuri isn't around anymore. Daru's story just now only confirms it. Okay, so she's dead in this timeline.
外国に行ってたんですか？
拉致されてたんだお。
Oh, so they were taken captive and they were spending their time in Switzerland? Captive?
悪い奴らに捕まってさ、1年半くらいは幽閉されてたかな。で、僕とオカリンは命からがら脱出して、こうして日本に戻ってきてるっつうわけ。
It's funny that they would come back here.
そうなんだ。
Wait, is that supposed to be a joke? Hug Somni. Are you taking off? Daru's expression hasn't changed at all. Is this real or a lie? I don't know. It's a real pain. If only I could use Rumiho's Cheshire whatever right now. No matter how much I grow, I'm still a child. I can't even tell if an adult is telling the truth or not. It's frustrating. So I got a little mad.
私のお父さんが死んだ理由を知りません。
Daru got startled just now. Even I could see that.
何か知ってるんですか？教えてください。
I look him straight in the eyes and ask.
それはさ、僕も詳しくはわからないんだよね。
That mega milk meme you sent a few days back inspired me to do more research. It was mediocre at best. Lol.
それにさ、
Oh my
あれからも
god,
う2年経
Mr.
ってるわけじゃ
Bomb!
ん。今さら何言ったって。
That 1 year!
なんとかに口なしっつうかなんつうか。
Thanks so much, man, for sticking around for 1 whole year. Has it really been that long?
My bombastic man joined Kitten's brigade. Happy when your wears my hollow frown.
I don't know where's your hello. in my detail case. Sup? Are you man? LOL. I'm trying to think if there's any. No. Nope. I'm not selling any of the follows I have. Sup. I'm trying to think if I have any Shannas left over, but I think I don't have any more Shannas either. No more Shannas. Still Reddit, haha, but still kinda disappointed. I see. I don't know what you guys are talking about either.
またそれなんだ。
You don't have any Shanna you want to give and Horo. Actually, the only Shanna figures I have anymore are one red-haired Shanna Figma figure and one Shanna Nendoroid figure without a box. But I don't think I'd want to let those ones go. Maybe the Figma. Maybe. You maybe don't want to know, Inky. Okay. It's okay. Don't care about Figmas. Nomiho was the same. Wait, was it? That line again. It doesn't feel right to dredge up old memories after all this time.
私が聞いても誰も教えてくれない。
I believe Shauna remakes will happen. That's kind of hard, Mr. Bomb. It's been like a few years. 56848. What is this number? I have no idea like where to input these numbers, and I don't really care to find where to input these numbers. If you're gonna like make me work for it, like not give me any links, I'm not gonna bother. Like if I have to like search up like how to actually access these, I'm really not gonna bother. Shakugan no Shana, yeah. Shakugan no Shana. I should rewatch that. That series was kind of cool. I never finished I don't think I finished watching season 2, if I recall. Maybe?
私が子供だから
I think it's worth watching again.
2年前の当事者じゃないから。
左遷。何にせよ、なえちゃん氏は僕らとはもう関わり合いにならない方がいいと思われ。じゃ。
I like season 1, season 2 is okay, 3 is okay, yeah, no, okay, I did watch season 1 and 2, I think it was season 3 I never got into, and possibly for reasons like it was kind of like boring, I don't know, I might not have watched season 3, I'm pretty sure I saw season 1 and 2. Doubter throws his empty cola can into the trash and walks off alone. Naturally, I follow him.
秋葉原にはずっといるんですか？
いや、いるとしても来週ぐらいまでだお。
I know you hate the game that shall never be named on my channel. Yes. Wow, I just puked out of no way. What? You puked out of nowhere, you mean? Nowhere? Are you okay, Vivi? Are you serious about puking? Next week. Sounds like they don't intend to stay here like they did 2 years
どう
ago.
して今になって秋葉原に戻ってきたんですか？
Oh god, where did you puke out? Well, I mean, where else do you puke out of? Should we auto-delete that word? Sure, why not, Mr. Bomb? Why not? Maybe I should look into censoring it. That word. We'll censor that word so no one's allowed to use it.
ちょっと用事があるんだ。
An
おかりおじさん
Akihabara?
は
So, I slept 14 hours and missed 2 morning meetings. Oh no, Lime. That's not good. Someone kidded me. What morning meetings did you miss? Like, for work or for school? Stop restricting me, Ree! Well, then I won't restrict you if you don't keep abusing the rules around here. So, work? Oh, okay. Prepare to die, Bish? What? Who?
来てないよ。
これからどこに
ラボ。
ラボ
A place that the lab mems called home. There's no question.
あのビル行くの
Shoots time. That's not nice. No, it's not very nice.
これ、他の人には内緒にしといてもらえると助かるわけだが。
Your wish is now fulfilled.
鍵かかってるよ
ないちゃんし、鍵持ってたりする
Go so in the beach.
持ってるけど
Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Nai-chan. You said you wanted to make cookies yourself last time we met, right? Let's finish some time when summer break starts to make them together. You'd be a big help if you could ask Rumiho what date works for her. Okay. The cookies you baked before were super good. I want to be good at baking and making sweets as you are. That one's a nicer message than the other one. Beach. There. Gangster. Like, ginger gangster. So, ginster. Jinkster. Like, ginger gangster. I don't know how that works.
Maji?
It seems Dado asked that question as a joke. He's surprised by my answer.
お父さんが死んでから一応私がオーナーっていうことになってるから
In name only, though. Dado turns his face me.
ちなみにさ、42型のブラウン管テレビって今も置きっぱ。
Time trap.
42型
That was the biggest CRT at the store.
多分置きっぱなしですお父さんが死んでから何も持ち出してないし
I couldn't bear to get rid of the TVs in the store without Dad's approval. Well, you're not gonna get Dad's approval anymore. Dado comes to some sort of agreement with itself and
ないちゃ
nods.
んし、お店の鍵ちょっとだけ貸してくんない？ダメ？
あそこで何をするつもりなんですか
それは
何も教えずに鍵を借りようなんてそんなの虫が
Oh god, she talks so
良
slow.
すぎると
Nice.
思います
I gathered my courage and expressed my concerns to his face.
おかりんには誰にも言うなって言われてるんだ
These
け
two
ど。
modes are too perfect for each other. The derp dog.
ないちゃんし、秘密守れる？口は硬い方？
大丈夫です
I won't mention that Suzuha once told me I have a bad habit of carelessly spilling secrets, so no. But that was 2 years ago. I'm a middle schooler now. I'm sure it'll be fine.
これ誰にも言わないっつうことでやろう。ガチなんで。実はさ、過去にメールを送るんだ。
Or he told her the truth.
冗談はやめてください私は真面目に話してるのに
ガチだっつーの。
だって過去にメールを送るなんてそんなの。
As I'm saying this, I remember. HW covers 65% of the screen. Wait, HW? Who's HW? Or what is HW? 2 years ago, I went to dance store to play. Oh, he covers 65%. Sorry. There you go. I figured it out. I could hear Okada and the others' voices coming out of the second story window. I know I clearly heard the words.
タイムマシン。
エグザクトリー、その通りでございます。2年前、僕らはそれを発明したんだ。
I actually think he covers more than 65% of the screen at this close up. Like, look at that. Like, most of his shirt is like blank. Kitten's debugging Vivi's mistakes and my mistakes, basically. You learn to kind of discern like typos, like typical typos. Like, you look at a word, and if it's like completely spelled wrong, you look at what letters were typed and what letters those are close to on the keyboard. and then you can sort of like figure out from there what they might have been. For some reason, I feel like he isn't lying. After all, if that was true, the reason why Mayuri died, why lab members disappeared, why Dado and the others were captured and taken abroad, that explains it all.
過去にメールを本当。
僕らは D メールって呼んでるんだけどさ、ラボからじゃないと送れないんだよね。
タイムマシンがあそこに隠してあるんですか？
隠してあるっつうか、多分ラウンダーに回収されちゃったからまた作り直さなくちゃいけないわけだが。
No, I'm not even gonna bother trying to. That has no actual words in it, so. What are rounders?
どっちにしても僕はあのラボに行かなくちゃダメなんだよ。でないと未来でいろいろ都合が悪くなるらしいんで。
That's just intentionally mistyping every word. There's no context for me to quickly pick it up, so I'm not gonna bother.
だからこの通り貸してください、お願いします。
I'm not paid enough to do that. It's a code. I'm not paid enough to like, you know, decipher what it is you're trying to say, so I don't care. I'm over it. It'll just be lost in obscurity in your own head. Meh. Basically. He bows his head. His voice is loud. People around us are looking again. On top of that...
そこの君たち。
Oh, this is a boring quote.
ゲゲ
Nobody takes any interesting quotes. Maybe I don't say anything interesting. A police officer was passing by and took notice of us. To be fair, it does really look suspicious when Dado and I are talking to each other.
大丈夫。
The police officer asks, ignoring Dado to look me in the eye.
いや、僕は別に何も怪しくないっつうか、悪いことは何にもしてないっつうか、そりゃ2次元においてはロリコンかもしれんけど、3次元に手を出すなんてもってのほかで。
Why would you even go into such an explanation? I would never take that into the 3D world.
ダロおじさん、それ自爆。
Basically.
ぐねね。
君たちはどういう関係かな。
それはその。
Dado looks my way, begging for help. I breathe a small sigh.
いとこです。
え？
いとこです。
でも今、おじさんって。
そう呼んでるだけです。
あ、そう、いとこ。つうか、僕まだ21なのに、おじさん呼ばわりとかちょっとひどくね。
あ、そうですか。それは失礼しました。
The police officer was still tilting his head a little in doubt. Bud leaves. Dado lets out a big sigh.
危ねえ危なすぎるこんなんで捕まったらユキタンに殺されるよ
Oh wait, so he's together with Yuki before now? I never even heard the name Yuki-tan before, but I didn't think to ask about her. We had more important things to do.
今日これで2回もダルおじさんのこと助けてあげたね
See, actually, it seems incredulous that he would have had time to spend with Yuki. Unless she's like on the run with him, or what the fuck? I don't know. It seems a little unbelievable that he could become close to somebody who's like a normal student, you know? She's just a cosplayer. And he's supposed to have been kidnapped and stuff, so like, how did he even get to spend time with Yuki? I don't know.
そうなるかも
かもじゃないよ助けたよ
I couldn't get involved 2 years ago, and because of that, I know nothing.
だから代わりに
This might be my only chance to jump
私
in.
にもその D メールっていうのを送らせて
ちょ
For just a moment, I wondered what I could do. What kind of message do I want to send, and who do I want to send it to? The answer was immediate. Aw, her dad. I want to ask Dad, why did you leave me alone 2 years ago? But more than that, I want to get involved, to jump into what I couldn't get involved in 2 years ago. Uncle Daru thought it over for about 30 minutes before finally accepting my request. I'm going to send a D-mail to the past. According to Daru, the results can be unpredictable. It could go well, causing a big change that affects everything from the past to the future, but it could also change nothing at all. Also, even if we changed the past, Daru and I wouldn't be able to sense the change even though we sent the message. Apparently only one person can perceive the changes in the world, and that's Uncle Okari. I thought to myself, what's the point if you don't know you made a change? But I worried any complaints might make Uncle Daru change his mind, so I kept quiet. So I keep quiet.
つかマジで見張りがいるん
あんまり頭出したら見つかっちゃうよ
Daru and I are near my dad's building. We peek at it from a covered spot. It's only early evening, but there's barely anyone in the street. As far as I can tell, there's been no change to the building.
そこまで暇かな連中
でもさっきダルおじさん追われてたしあの人たちダルおじさんを見失った後こっちに来てるかもしれないよ
I quickly grabbed Daru's hand to pull him back into cover.
今いた
マジ
お父さんのビルのハス向かいの雑居ビルその3階はね空室になってるはずなんだけどたまに人影が見えるの今もそこにいた一人じゃない3人くらい黒服だ
どれどれ
Daru peeks out to check, looking where I told him to. He immediately pulls back.
マジでいたし
またダルおじさんのこと私が助けたねもしおじさんが一人であのビルに向かってたら今頃黒服に捕まってたよ
もしかしてなえちゃんし僕のこと好きなん好きじゃなきゃ JC が3回も僕を助けてくれたりするはずがないよ
Why does he always say such weird stuff? Does he ever take things seriously? Though I guess Uncle Okari was the same way.
他に中に入る方法はあるかな隣のビルから飛び移るとか
That sounds daring. Similar multi-tenant buildings stand to the other side of Dad's building. There's so little space between them that people couldn't even walk through it.
そういえばラボのトイレの窓を開けたら裏のビルの窓が見えたお裏つうか表昌平橋通り沿いのビルラーメン屋の2軒ぐらい隣
そっちからならこっそり中に入れるかもしれないね
Once we're inside, we'll be fine. As long as we don't turn on lights or make loud noises, nobody outside would be able to tell that we were in there. I feel nervous, like I've become a spy. But I also feel excited at the same time. Or I did but oh god.
台無しだ。
Is that Daru? We're looking at Daru's butt. Daru's butt! In front of my eyes is the butt of a very fat man. After inspect my dinner again, I will go to bed. Wait, do you mean like inspecting your puke, Phoebe? That seems really wrong. That seems really wrong, Phoebe. Are you okay? Are you okay? It's hard to look at his plump legs kicking and struggling and not think of a pig. The gap from the hall of the rear building to the lab window was only 20 centimeters. By sheer luck, the lab bathroom window wasn't locked either. Daru immediately tried to squeeze from one window to the other,
通り
but...
過ぎだよ。ダルおじさん。
Uh-oh. His big belly and butt are stuck in the small window frame.
そういう感想いいんで、ないちゃんし、なんとかして。
How?
とかしてって。
What do you want her to do? What am I supposed to do? Aw, you have cramps. That's not good, Vivi. Try to fart? Okay. Sound advice. We'll try to sleep. Okay, Vivi. Rest well. I hope you feel better soon. I don't want to touch him, but at this rate, the agents will find us. I guess I have no choice.
じゃあ、押します。
Oh no, she has to push on his butt. Oh no, she's totally touching his butt. And she's got her face right up against it. I push on his large butt with both hands. It feels like my hands are sinking into his fat. I realize I haven't saved. It's the best picture ever. Enjoy the scene. It gives me chills. My arms are covered in goosebumps.
ああ、いい感じだお。もっと
Oh
強く
no,
押
why
し
is
て
he
くれて
being so
オッケー
lewd?
っす。たまにさすってくれたらなおよし。
Did you have a fever? I think she just said her fever cleared up. No matter how much I push, he won't budge. I think about just giving up and leaving him here, but if I did that, I wouldn't learn anything. And that's the last thing I want.
もう
I need to give this my all! This time, I try pushing not just with my hands, but with my shoulder too.
無表あ、ダメ。女子中学生にそんなところ触
Oh
ら
my
れたら
god, why is he
僕の
so
股間が
lewd
無
while
頂点。
she's trying to help him? I ignored Daru's words and pushed with my whole body and with all my strength. I'm gonna take a quick break. You guys can enjoy this image here. It's a wonderful image, isn't it? Naya touching a fat otaku's butt. Okay, I'm back. Did you enjoy this scene of his butt?
Deあいたいたたたちょたまたま
Lol.
待って引っかかってあ
What was that noise? What was that noise?
あ
I like how it's kind of like echoey.
あ
That's a good soundbite.
あ
There we go. It took a lot of effort, but I finally managed to shove Dado through the window and sneak into the lab. No, I did not enjoy the scene of his butt. Stupid
出る
typos.
時のこと考えたら鬱だお。
Also, good night, Vivi. She's probably gone by now, but it's a good night. He came in an interdimensional level. Maybe. Being careful not to get near the windows facing the street, I look around the room. Unsurprisingly, everything is covered by 2 years worth of dust. Aww. An Oopa stuffed toy. Lots of junk I don't recognize. Complicated explanations and equations written on a whiteboard.
ちっとも変わってない。
2 years ago during that wild summer, I came to visit this room several times. This place was always filled with voices. So many that it was kind of annoying, to be honest.
助手、実験の準備だ。
あのな、助手っていうなと何度言えば。てってれー。みんな、唐揚げ食べる？
There you go, Tutoru. I felt as though I could still hear them. The voices of the lab members back then. But... blood. The moment I notice a reddish-black stain on the floor, my feeling of nostalgia is blown far away. I know what that stain is, so I avert my eyes.
まんま残してあるかと思ったけど、さすがに甘かったっぽい。
Daru softly walks further into the room.
僕の使ってた PC とか電話レンジとかは持ってかれちゃってるよ。
タイムマシン作れないの？
This is just
そ
sad
れは
now.
42型次第。
42-inch TV. Uncle Daru seems really fixated on that. It sounds like the big 42-inch brown tube TV from Dad's shop is absolutely necessary for the time machine. Maybe that has to be turned on for it to work properly?
お？この穴使えるんじゃね？
Uncle Daru crouches down on the spot. The floor is broken up in that place and there's an open hole.
そんな穴、いつ開けたの？
Oops.
実験してた時。でもわざとじゃなくてちょっとした手違いっつうか。
That voice.
お父さんに話しましたか？
Lol.
無理無理。床に穴開けたなんて正直に言ったらここから追い出されてたんじゃね？
Oops. Didn't scare me, but it sure is attention grabbing. Lol. Sure thing. That rainbow emote. There's so many of them.
は
Sheesh. He's looking inside the hole.
あ、そうやってお父さんのこと覗き見してたんだ。
How come I can't answer my mail?
あるあねえよ。いやー、この穴を貫通させられたらさ、下の店に入れるっしょ？
そっか、黒服がいるから外からじゃお店に入れないもんね。
But we can't turn on the 42-inch without entering the store. How come I can't answer my phone? To turn it on, you'd have to flip the electrical switchboard in the back of the store to on, then push the power switch on the 42-inch TV. Why can't I answer my mail? Hello? It's not working. Oops. Daru stands up and brushes the dust from his hands. Now it lets me look at it. I'm so happy. Thanks for the compliment, but you're plenty good at cooking right now, Nai-chan. I certainly wasn't that good at your age. That's very nice of Luca. Working, so all I can do is listen and spam. Lol. That's fine. That's cool, Mr. Bum. Thanks for lurking and hanging out while you're working. His clothes are covered in dust too, but he doesn't seem to care.
鉄骨とかパイプとかあったら無理だろうなって思ってたけど、そういうのもうまく避けてくれてる。すごい偶然だお。こりゃあオカリンじゃなくてもなんとかゲートの選択だ。ふわはははって言いたくなるかも。
Daru tiredly sits down on the sofa and dust flies everywhere. It almost makes me cough, so I rush to cover my mouth. The agents are outside. We can't make any noise.
まあ それ以上に電話レンジをゼロから作り直しっつうヘビーな作業が待ってるわけだが、
できそう？
やり方は分かってるんだけどね。もし全部うまくいったとしても、だからって D メールが確実に送れるようになるかは出たとこ勝負だお。
そうなんだ。
But I've already jumped into this. Uncle Dado probably doesn't intend to give up here either. He went through a lot to get to
手
the
伝える
slab.
ことがあったら言ってください。
This won't be like 2 years
何でもやります。
ago. I'm not just going to wait at home again.
ただいま。
I got home pretty late. It had been busy late. It had been a busy late? It had been a busy late? This isn't even proper English here. This might actually be the first time I've gotten home this late since I started living at the Agiha household. Dado said he'll be sleeping over at the lab for a while. I'm worried that the agents will find him, but after he mentioned how hard it would be to fit through that tiny window again, I agreed to leave him there. Oh no. So what is he gonna eat? So like, Dado is basically trapped inside the
遅かっ
lab.
たのね。
Bye. Have you tried Melona ice cream? BYE? Bye? Or do you mean to say by the way? I think you meant to say by the way. BTW. Okay. Yeah, because the Y is next to the T and the E is next to the W, so I'm assuming by the way. Yes, I have tried Melona ice cream. They have a few different flavors, right? Like strawberry, banana, and the melon. I like the melon one. I don't know if they make any other flavors beyond those three. Aunt Shikane greets me. Uncle Yukitaka is still at work though.
ごめんなさい。制服、すごく汚れているわよ。
I like melon, coconut, and mango. Oh, okay. I don't think I've tried the coconut or mango ones then. Or maybe I have tried the mango one. I'm not sure. I like the melon one for sure. But I've never tried coconut.
大丈夫だから。そう？
I don't think I've seen
ク
coconut
リーニング
here.
出すなら言ってね。夕飯ができているから早く着替えていらっしゃい。
Normally we'd have already finished eating dinner by now. Aunt Chikane must have waited for me to come home. Feeling bad, I hurried to change my clothes. The uniform is dirtier than I thought.
なえ、入っていいかにゃ？
Dumiho. Maybe you should try Melona coconut. Lol. I don't know, there's just so many things that I don't think Vivi can eat, so I have no idea what it is that she's allowed to eat. I'm praying one right now. Praying one right now. My god, everyone here in this channel just does not know how to type. Just kidding. Yeah, I forgot. Vivi doesn't really like coconut. You're trying one right now. Okay, I gotcha. Vivi might like melon. I don't know. Actually, I don't really know what kinds of flavors she would like. Strawberry's good too. Banana's the worst. The banana one is hands down the worst flavor ever to have been conceived across all things flavored bananas. It just tastes god awful. It's Dumiho.
おかえりにゃ。遅かったね。
Dumiho is different. She always wears a cat ear hairband and sticks nyas and nyans at the ends of things. She told me that before she's been in character ever since becoming the Rainet Access Battlers champion. But I feel like that isn't a good reason to say nyan nyan all the time. I wonder if she talks like this when she's working at her company.
髪。え？ゴミがついてるにゃ。
I hurriedly try to brush whatever it is out. I hope it's not a spider web. That'd be so gross. I want to hurry up and take a bath.
寄り道してたのにゃ。もしかして男の子とデート？違うよ。
Caramel ice cream? I hate caramel, so that'd be big no-no for me. I like original banana flavors. Sadly, that banana is instinct. Instinct. Extinct. Original banana flavor. So what, are you saying that they changed up the banana like flavor So it's not the original. Instinct in the mail. I wonder if people thought Daru and I were on a date when we were walking around town. That would be awful.
じゃあ、お友達とお茶でもしてたにゃ？じゃなくて、
I quickly turned away from Rumiho, pretending like I'm really focused on changing my
学
clothes.
校終わってから使ってない教室の掃除をさせられちゃったの。ふーん。
It's nothing fun. I lied. I wonder why.
そっか。苗が道草食って帰ってきた記念にケーキでも買いに行こうと思ったんだけどにゃ。
Yeah, the banana in the store aren't the original. Oh, okay. I don't know. What is technically the original if not in the stores?
そういうのって楽しいでしょ？苗にはもっともっと遊んでほしいにゃ。ルミホ姉ちゃん。私、いつもは部活でヘトヘトだよ。
My banana instinct is telling me that this Steins Gate gameplay is taking way too long. You're taking way too long. Ooh.
にゃふふ、そうだったにゃ。さあ、早く手を洗ってくるにゃ。ママがお待ちかねだにゃ。
I'm definitely probably not gonna be able to finish this story in this stream, so I'm just taking my time. So, that is her mom. What was her mom's name? Akitana? Chikane. Chikane. And before another episode. I don't think there's any way I could finish it in the stream. I only have until 2 p.m. and that's like in an hour and a half, so there's no way I can finish this game in an hour and a half. We've only been streaming for 3 hours, so that would be 3.5 hours for the story. My god, we quite possibly have 5 more episodes of this. No, I anticipate like 1 more stream and that's it. After watching Rumiho leave the room, I let out a small sigh. It's impossible to lie to her. She could see through even the smallest lie. But still, it's not like Daru said I shouldn't tell anyone what I did. Besides, Rumiho was a lab mem too. She must have gotten along well with Daru, Okarin, and the others. I guess that means I probably should have told her. So why did I decide to lie? Daru literally told you to like keep it a secret. Doesn't mean you go around telling everybody, even if they were lab mems.
よいしょっと。
This has become a torturous marathon. I miss Baba and Nier. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Nier. Nier was just more farming, honestly, unless you guys like farming. Like, you guys just want to watch me farm and fish in that game. And Mirror's Edge, we finished that, so there's gonna be no more Mirror's Edge. That one's done for sure. Baba, yeah, I need to go back to that and finish the puzzle. Actually, the puzzle that I was stuck on, I looked it up and I was like, I would have never figured this out. I miss horror? 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 Lol. Did you get all the endings in here? I got all the endings except for one. I got 25 different endings except for one, and that requires me to farm for it, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get that done on stream. Maybe I'll just like do like a lot of farming off stream, and then like when I'm close I'll just like do the rest on stream. You miss horrors. I slide my body through the narrow bathroom window. One wrong step could have me falling face first into the toilet, so I have to be careful. If only I could set up some sort of safety foothold. Even something thrown together would help. But I guess I should have realized how inconvenient it is to enter and exit through the bathroom. And even worse, what if Daru was on the toilet when I opened the window? I don't know what I'd do. That would be the absolute worst. I don't even want to think about it. Daru's large body is sprawled out on the sofa. I thought he was sleeping, but... He senses my presence and quickly sits up.
これでいい？
Yesterday he handed me money and asked me to buy food. It seems Daru intends to work in here for a while without leaving, which made going shopping my job.
いやー助かったお。昨日の夕方から何も食べてなかったんで腹が減りすぎてエロ画像もされなかったっつうか。
LOL.
お金足りた？
もらった分は全 部使った。
Aw, I only have 7 yen in change. When I try to hand it to him, keep the change.
別にいい。
She's like, I don't want your cheap ass 7 yen. I don't want him thinking a mere 7 yen is enough to make us even anyway. I put the change on top of the table.
ちなみにないちゃん氏、料理はするん？
You whores. What?
前はしてたけど、今はしない。
Kuroki actually caught a cold. He's out of action, yeah. I can't believe it. I told him to go home and rest. I never thought this would happen, yeah. I'm worried about Kuroki. Maybe I should visit him? But I also don't want to be annoying. I hope he gets well soon. Don't horse shame. Lol. Yeah, no kink shaming.
ほうほう。つまり JC の手作り弁当を振る舞ってもらえる可能性がビレゾン。
Net slang. Used to describe something as extremely unlikely, but still possible.
ビレ？
As usual, Taro is making a big deal over something unimportant. Then he opens up a convenience store bento and starts eating. Is it even good cold?
あ、そうそう。んでさ、なえちゃん氏に他にもいろいろ買い出ししてきてほしいんだよね。
まだ食べるの？
I bought enough snacks and meals to last 2 or 3 days.
じゃなくてさ、実は水が重要っぽいことに気づいたっつうか、何が言いたいかというと、水道が止まってるわな。
What the fuck is horror? I think he means horror games. Do you mean horror games, Mr. Bomb? Yeah, I really should like figure out like what horror games to like play on Fridays. I feel like there aren't really any good ones. I mean, I have what's it, Resident Evil 0, and then I was working on Ripper, but that one's not really super scary though. I have to find some like good like suspenseful horror games. I kind of want to like play more like retro ones, so maybe some of the retro Resident Evils. Well, maybe if you sub, I'll think about it.
次の買い出しでは水たくさん買ってきて。
Yeah, sorry, I was getting some chips.
うん。
あ
So
と、
he can't even
食
have a
料以外にも
shower?
必要なものがあるっつうか。これから電話レンジ作るわけだけど、それに必要なもの。
Are you poofing because of sobbing? Cola is too serene for you anyway? Huh? Fine by me. I don't want to play it. I see, that stuff isn't going to play it by itself after all.
わかった。何を買ってくればいいか教えて。
とりあえず秋葉のパーツショップで大体のものは揃うはずだお。日曜大工系の道具も必要っぽい。それと
Does he have enough money to give her?
それと
Wait. Oh no, he's gonna make her buy dirty magazines? No, don't kill the doggo. I've been fooled. I'm at a shop for books called Dojinshi in the Otaku Holy Land of Nakano. I've never been to a place like this. Ugh, I'm so embarrassed. All the customers are men. On the shelf in the back there are tons of books lined up with pictures of girls in lewd poses. Daru's shopping list can be divided into 3 basic categories. First are parts. These can be found in Akihabara, and thanks to Daru's detailed list, I was able to buy them all without any issue. The second are do-it-yourself hobby tools. Things like saws and pliers. And the last one... I'm
虎の
sorry,
穴
Kito.
でガンバレルのロゼッタ本っての買ってきて。きしめんやってサークル名ね。間違えないように。 絶対3冊確保してきて。
I can't believe he made her buy those.
18金じゃないからないちゃんしでも買えるよ。
It's not rated 18 plus, so you should be able to buy it. At least it wasn't 18 plus. I thought he was pretty irresponsible, making me buy doujinshi at a time like this. But I didn't want him to keep me from sending a D-mail because I didn't do as he asked. But now that I made it all the way to Nakano, ugh, if it was going to be like this, I would have told him no. I shouldn't have believed him that it would be okay just because it's not porn. It must have been just erotica then? No, it's just doujinshi radio. Anything that's erotica would be considered 18 plus. It's my first time visiting a store like this, so I had no idea what to expect. Even if the book Daru wants isn't pornographic, there are tons of perverted things being sold here. With all of these gross books, how am I supposed to find the one he wants? I don't feel very confident. What should I do? I couldn't go any further inside. I stood right at the entrance, staring at the floor. It seems like one of the employees keeps glancing over at me. I'm a kid no matter how you look at me. I might end up being scolded for visiting a place like this. That would probably make this easier. It would be a good reason for me not to buy Daru's books. Still, if I go back empty-handed, Daru might think that I'm useless. That would be bad too. I don't want people to think I'm useless just because I'm a kid. If I can't handle a little shopping...
よし。
I'm 100% going to buy those books and bring them back. After psyching myself up, I raised my head and head straight to the counter. I looked the male employee straight in the eye, which seems to startle him.
すみません。
I feel my face growing bright red, but I can't worry about that right now. The other customers are staring at me in surprise too, but I can't worry about that
サ
either.
ークル指名屋の頑張れるのロゼッタ本を探しています。ありますか？同じもの3冊ください。
Okay, radio. The employee's smile is stiff. I'm sure my face is stiff too. Lol. I feel exhausted considering I only went shopping. Uncle Daru's so underhanded, he was definitely trying to tease me. Is it because I forced him to let me help? But I won't back down no matter what.
買ってきた。
He'll be okay. Kuroki will be fine. Mama said she'd go and check up on him. If you were really worried, just tell him you're glad he's better the next time you see him. Yeah. Okay.
マジで？
When I hold out the doujinshi, Daru looks very
そ
surprised.
っか、ダメ元で頼んだのに本当に手に入れてくるなんて。なえちゃんし、人にはできないことを平然とやってのける。そこにいい火力。ちなみになえちゃんし、虎は初めて？ちょっとお店に行った感想なんかを僕に聞かせてくれないかな。
Oh my
で
god.
きるだけ詳しく。
What a pervert.
店員さんが親切だった。
店員に話しかけるとかコミュ障じゃ絶対できない大技をかますなんて。なえちゃんし、恐ろしい子。
Daru ignores the parts I brought for him to read over the doujinshi. Worse yet, he's saying weird stuff the whole time.
無評。アルチーの頑張れる本とか絶対将来プレミアム賞。しかもまさかのヒエロだしなおさら。
Gun Battle. Mobile Battler Gun Battle. A robot anime that started airing in the West in May of 2012. While at first glance it appears to be targeted toward children, its high-quality animation, story, and realization of its own setting earned high praise among adults, leading it to become a huge hit worldwide. Starting in October, the series will finally start airing in Japan, directed by Kokori Minami.
つうか、僕の予想が正しければ来年は絶対頑張れるが来るね。間違いない。スタッフとかガチすぎ。日本で放送してないのがありえないレベル。
うん。
To me, Daru looks like a strange animal. Mako-chan, studying's hard. Nai-chan, it's me, Mako. Studying for tests stinks. I'd rather go morning practice. Anyway, let's have a study session in the library after class tomorrow. Pretty please? Sorry, I have something to do tomorrow. Also, when I study with you, I end up teaching you the whole time. You gotta learn how to study on your own. Wow, stone cold. Why do I find the crunch so funny? I don't know. I'm just eating chips. I'm tired. Bye. Okay, bye radio. There's nobody this weird at my school. The thought never crossed my mind 2 years ago. I didn't know he was so ridiculous. Although back then I couldn't really handle Ocarina of Daru, so I avoided talking to them. That's probably why I didn't get to know him. But I knew back then that he'd be hard to deal with. Psych! Aw. I mean, great! Radio's still here. Yay! Yay. I hadn't pulled this off in a while. Okay. Yeah, you got me good. Got me good. You could say it's instinctual repulsion. If Daru was a friend around my age, I'd break off the friendship instantly. But it's not that bad if I look at this like fantasy. Like the white rabbit that Alice met. Or maybe it's more like Peter Pan who appeared at Wendy's house. That's the kind of person Uncle Daru is to me.
タイムマシン作らないの？
明日から本気出す。
Wait, why tomorrow? He's gonna put it off for tomorrow? Does he actually mean that? I feel like I wasted my Saturday right before tests start, no less. I would have gotten mad at him. If you're so enthusiastic about it, I might as well just leave, lol. It's up to you if you want to leave. I was just joking. 2 years ago, after Dad's funeral ended, I was curled up all alone, surrounded by CRT TVs. I don't remember this part at all, but apparently I spent 2 days without eating or drinking and was on the verge of dehydration. I just thought that Dad would come home if I stayed there, so I sat in this shop, waiting the whole time. I kept calling out for him in a quiet voice, but eventually started to lose consciousness. No, I'll stay. Lol, I got my pay today and I shredded on the shredder without thinking. Oh no. You mean your rip check? Oh my god, are you serious, Mr. Baum? It was a check that you shredded in. I was wondering if it was maybe just like a pay stub, but you literally ripped up your check. Oh my god. What a functioning adult. Oh boy, now you're gonna have to ask for another check. That'll be embarrassing. You'll definitely survive. Well, Mr. Baum's made it this far. He'll be fine. I closed my eyes and everything went black. I felt as though I just kept falling and falling down a huge pit. I started to understand how Alice felt when she was falling with the white rabbit, but I didn't have the strength to scream. I got really scared thinking that I'd just keep falling and my body would be torn to pieces. Right then, I heard someone calling to me. When I opened my eyes, Rumiho was there, looking like she was about to cry.
一緒に来る？一緒においで。
Rumiho took me by the hand and welcomed me into the Akiha family. Daru really did start working the next day, despite spending over 2 hours poring over all 16 pages of his thin doujinshi the day before. This morning, when I came to the lab,
電子レンジ。
he probably finished it. There was a small compact microwave at the back of the room.
誰が？まさかオカリンおじさん？
いや、オカリンは来てねえし。でも僕らのワルキューレの活動にはさ、支援者は結構いるんだよね。
Valkyrie supporters? Half human, half goddess warriors who appear in Norse mythology, sometimes referred to as Valkyrs. Valkyrie doesn't just refer to a single individual, but rather the many. They hold the duty of choosing who lives or dies in battle. Those chosen by the Valkyrie are then taken as spirits to Valhalla, where they wait to participate in the coming Ragnarok. The youngest of the Norns, Skuld, is a Valkyrie. I didn't know that about Skuld. That's cool. Protests and dealing with COVID patients plus my small business. Yeah, it will be a bit loopy. Mr. Baum, you should maybe try and take a break. Don't push yourself so hard. Yes, my dog ate my check. Dog passes by. No, this dumbass just shredded it in the mouth. For real though, how will you deal with this problem? He can just probably easily go to his employer who writes the check and be like, I've misplaced my check and I'm going to need another one. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's not a problem. It's just like, you know, it's just annoying that they'll have to, you know, make another one for him, but they'll just have to cancel the last check and make a new one. Yeah, just tell them to void that check. They'll see that he didn't take it out, like it wasn't like it hadn't gone through or wasn't cashed. Do you not know how to like deal with checks, Radio? Do you guys use checks where you come from? Just kidding. No, Okarin didn't come here, but they're— oh, I already read this.
ワルキューレ
Barukyure?
簡単に言うとサークル名みたいなもんつうか、それ以上は聞かない方が身のためだよ。あんま喋っちゃダメな決まりになってるんで。
That's interesting. This is the first I've learned about this Valkyrie circle. It's always hard to tell whether Daru's lying or telling the truth.
で、その支援者のみんなにさ、今日の朝一番で持ってきてもらったわけ。いやー、トイレの窓を音立てずに通すのは苦労したお。
They had to get the microwave oven through the bathroom window. The parts I bought yesterday are also spread about the room.
どれくらいで作れる？
あんま大きな音立てられんし、夜は光が漏れちゃうから作業できんし、いろいろ考えると1週間でできればいい方じゃね
1週間。
Exam week starts tomorrow. That'll let me leave school earlier than usual, but what about studying for my tests? No, I can study through the night if that's what it takes. I've never stayed up late for a whole week, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
私は何をすればいい？
Wait, why would she need to stay up though? He just literally told her that he can't work at night. So there's no point in her staying up. I forgot to ask you earlier, will you be home for lunch today? If so, I'll whip something up for you. Also, next week after your tests are done, I'm gonna take you out to eat something delicious. That's really nice of Aunt Chikane. I'll be eating lunch with my friends, so I'm fine. Thanks though. Aren't Valkyries the divine female warriors in Valhalla? I think that's kind of what it implied. I don't know why this place doesn't like to do auto deposits. It'll make life easier for them and for me. Ha 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 ha. Bah ha ha. Bah ha ha ha. Thank God curfew is 2 p.m. I get to leave early. Are you serious? You have a 2 p.m. curfew in California? Mr. Bum? That's so early. That's like in an hour. It's like almost 1 o'clock, dude. My city, yes. Wow. When did that come into play? Was that like after like the riots started breaking out in Minneapolis, and then I don't know what the riots are like in like other states. All I've heard is that some other states have started like rioting as well. It's like, it's fucking insane. Like I don't think we've got rioters up here in Canada, but I don't know. Just today. Wow, that's insane. Well, at least you'll get to like take a little break because of the curfew, right? Innocent cops are dying. Holy fuck. That's insane. It's like you look at like I was seeing like live broadcasts of like stuff going on in like in Minneapolis, and it's like it looks like a freaking war zone. It's like, oh my god. Due to anarchy, yeah, people are definitely taking advantage of like the chaos and stuff like that. And then on top of that, it doesn't help like with the COVID pandemic, like people are forced to wear masks and stuff, so people are able to sort of disguise themselves with masks as well. These are really truly crazy times we live in. But wait, so Mr. Bond, does that mean like you're like outside of your house? Like, isn't it like difficult like getting to and from places? I don't know. I've heard like I've heard like protesters are like taking over like freeways and stuff. If one person shots, there will be a crossfire. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Secret Reagent told me rioters were killing people in San Diego. Sad display of stupidity. Jesus. This is seriously getting out of hand. It's like this like huge domino effect from like just almost not even a week ago. It's pretty insane. Oh, Mr. Bomb, I hope that you stay safe and that you're able to travel safely between your workplace and home. I hope anyways. Yeah, do you live far from where you work? After this COVID, wave 2 will come. Wave 2? What are you talking about, wave 2? It's just, this year is just never ending. Just one thing after another. 2020 is just like practically a write-off here. I'm assuming you drove to work, to and from. If I were you, I would probably consider like, especially with like a freaking like 2 p.m. curfew. I would consider, if I were you, just not going into work for a little while until things kind of like quiet down a little bit. People prove that they haven't evolved too far from their ancestors. Before the strike, 17k test positive for COVID. Wow. At this point, I'm under the belief that everyone's going to eventually contract the COVID virus, and then once we all have developed immunities to it or whatever, and it's not killing people anymore, then it'll be okay. But yeah, only halfway done 2020. I know, compulsive games, right? It's like, what new horrors are gonna pop up in the rest of 2020 for us? What new horrors? I mean, technically COVID popped up in 2019, but it was only really in 2020 that most of the world started seriously reacting to it. 32k new cases! 1 week at the protest. Well, I hope you guys are staying safe in the States. If there's like rioting happening in your towns, that you, if I were you guys, I'd probably stay inside and just hunker down until things die down. I'd be scared to like travel out if there was protesting going on. What's next? AIDS could be treasured by mosquitoes. There's only like 100 cases in Saskatoon. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Hey, I didn't know that you were in Canada, man. Saskatoon, eh? Well, Saskatoon is kind of like middle of nowhere. Sorry, middle of nowhere. It's kind of the good thing about living in the middle of nowhere town. Hello, Addie. How are you doing? We're just talking about how crazy 2020's been. Mutates, not evolves. It has spread pretty fast in South America now. Let's hope nothing monstrous evolves there. Yeah. I don't know. People don't seem to understand social, like the need to social distance. So, or at least the need to have done that earlier on. So, you know, damage has been done. And mosquitoes are more rugged now, can survive in ice cold temperatures. They're volcanoes. Damn, those mosquitoes, them hardies. Mosquitoes don't bite me for some reason. Well, I guess that's good. Maybe you won't get infected by this new AIDS virus that Mr. Bomb is predicting. I'm good. Yourself? Lol, I'm tired from playing PSO2 yesterday. Oh no. I'm kind of tired. I stayed up late stupidly enough, but I should try and get to bed at a more reasonable hour. I was like, I'm kind of tired, but I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna force myself to stream, and I'll like keep to this morning schedule. No, like on all of the Saskatchewan is like 100 cases. That's not very much. And I also, wait, 100 cases for the entire province? Wow, that's pretty low, but I'm actually also not surprised either, Compulsive Games. Saskatchewan is kind of like the Buttsville, like middle of nowhere. Well, you laughed at me and Papa yesterday as we wasted away at the casino. That's the thing though, I still have no idea what real gameplay there is to PSOs. Like I said, I'm seriously still on the fence about playing PSO because like all I've seen so far is just like gambling and slots and like buying random outfits and stuff like that. Is there any real like other gameplay? Do you go and fight things? I don't know. I mean, actually I did see you guys do like some sort of tower defense mission thingy. I guess that was okay. I hope that doesn't happen. Them if a mosquito love eating my ankles. Is that because your ankle blood is delicious? They avoid me like the plague. Is my blood sour or something? Freaking mosquitoes not showing me love. We did quests. Well, I didn't know there was bloody 7 waves. Yeah, Papa 7 was like, oh, I think there's 6. The 7th one comes on. It's like, oh, I think there's 7. Next wave comes on. Maybe radio, you're like really cold because I think mosquitoes detect warm bodies. He lied. Okay. That was a lot of chatting about random things that happened in 2020. But yeah, Mr. Baum, definitely take care and definitely consider trying to work more from home for the next few days, I would say. They don't like radioactive orca blood because it's so radioactive.
もちろん、ナイちゃん氏にも仕事は用意してある。
Maybe you're cold? I don't know. I think mosquitoes like they have like thermal sensors kind of. That's how they see. I'm not a robot. Beep boop beep.
本当
37 degrees Celsius is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. What? 37 degrees Celsius is 37 degrees Celsius. You mean 37 degrees Celsius is like the normal human temperature? Is that what you were trying to say? Because that sentence was very, very, very incredibly redundant. I want to rest, but if I do, my patients will be unrested. Aww, Mr. Baum. If you don't take care of yourself, Mr. Baum, then you might fail to take care of like other people. So you gotta take care of yourself first. Yep. I figured it would have just had me go shopping and I'd just have to sit around otherwise, so I'm kind of happy to hear that.
君には穴を広げてもらうわけだが。
Widen the horse.
穴を広げる
あ、今のもう一回言ってくんない？できれば
Oh
泣
my
きそうな感じ
god.
で。
What a perv.
広げる
そっちじゃなく。
Not that part.
穴を広げる
Oh my god.
広げる
Hirogeru.
広げる
What is redundant? The fact that you said 37 degrees Celsius is 37 degrees Celsius. I love my redundant sentences. Yeah, I know my limits. To be honest, university was more stressful than this. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but you still don't want to, like, you know, stress your body so much that it lowers your defenses and you get sick from that, you know? And especially because you're gonna be, like, around a lot of sick patients. Will you finally finish this game? I'm probably not gonna finish it in this stream. Considering the last route took me... How long did that one take? 5. And then yesterday's stream was like 3 hours, so it was roughly 8 hours. And I just only started this one, so this one will be another stream to finish it. Most likely. No, what does redundant mean? Too lazy to go. Are you serious? What the fuck, Itaru? You don't know what redundant means?
広げる穴
You can look it up. Google Sensei will do a better job of explaining what redundant means.
ふん
She sighed.
穴ってそこの床に開いてる穴
It looks like the hole's gotten bigger. It looks like they made the hole bigger.
おう、冷たいお目目でスルー来てこれ。
来てくれ. I crouched down in a dim room and looked down through the hole in the floor. I can't see the store below, though I guess it's obvious since it doesn't pass all the way through.
今回のミッションさ、ブラウン管工房に行けないと話が始まら
Thanks,
ないんだ
kitten.
お。
I can truly count on you. Redundant means not or no longer needed or useful, according to Google. There you go. Addie got it for you. Thank you, Addie. Thank Addie.
だからナイちゃん氏にはその穴を貫通させて
Penetrate the
人が
hole?
通れる大きさまで拡張してもらいたいわけだが、
Oh my god.
しかも音を立てずに。
So that's why those do-it-yourself tools were necessary, but I feel like it won't be possible without making noise.
貫通させて拡張、あとはわかるな。貫通させて拡張。
Oh my
なん
god.
で2回言ったの？
紳士的に言わざるを得なかったんだお。
No problem. I didn't think you. Thank you.
音を立てずに穴を貫通とか
Without making
自分で言う
noise.
のもなんだがエロすぎだろ。はあはあ。
Oh my god. He's breathing heavily for some reason.
小学生の頃、図工は結構得意だった。
I like crafts better than arts anyway. Also, I can't say that I can't do it.
ま、僕が電話レンジ作ってる間に何とかしてくれたらいいんで。
That means there's a time limit. It needs to be done by the time Daru finishes his work. Can I even do that? No. I have to. I can't slow things down. Yahoo! Yahoo! Secret agent. We were just talking about like English structures earlier today, and I don't remember. We were like arguing about like what the sentence was missing. Sorry, let me get by this like sawing noise. Like what the fuck? I guess I could pause it here. We were okay, so some context here. This game is rife full of like grammar or spelling mistakes, or sometimes the editor has just left extra words in there, and it's been really annoying to encounter those mistakes. There was one sentence that was missing what we thought was, or what I thought was the subject or something. I don't know. We were having a discussion about that, whether it was the main subject or if it was the indirect subject or object. I don't know. And I was like, I haven't taken any courses on like teaching English, so that would be Secret's forte. This guy is creeping out. Yahoo! Ah, cool. So I figured that was something you'd probably be learning about. The hole luckily avoided the steel frame of the building. If I can cut through the second floor's floorboards, the first floor's ceiling boards, and any pipes running across, I'll be able to make it downstairs. The problem is using a saw without making noise is pretty difficult, but if I saw too slowly, I won't make any progress. I wonder if there's any trick to it. In the dim room, I look down as I quietly work.
ちょ、ナイちゃん氏、なんでいきなりそんな無表情になってんの？
Yeah, you're learning it? That's cool. Are you enjoying that? True, my friends always tell me that I become expressionless when I focus, but telling a girl that she's scary? Uncle Daru's the worst. It's kind of scary. Worse still, this room is pretty hot. No, let me correct myself. It's really hot. It's good that I brought work clothes today. I doubt I could stand the heat if I had to work in my uniform. But the sweat is still dripping off of my forehead, turning into a little puddle on the floor. The windows are all kept closed to prevent the agents from seeing inside, and of course, there's no air conditioning. And even if we had an air conditioner, there's no electricity to turn it on.
電気。
Hey, yeah, how is he supposed to do any work? I don't understand how he's supposed to do anything. Like, you would need everything battery powered. Oh wait, they have the microwave in there too. So it's like, is he doing the work without like being able to test this stuff? Or I guess he's using batteries? It's pretty fun. I get to practice helping students. That's cool. Yeah, Secret is learning to teach English so that he can apply to be, or have you already applied, Secret? To teach in Japan, which is really cool.
タイムマシンを動かすのに、電気が来てないとダメなんじゃ。
Oh, you know. Okay. I don't know how much you knew. I need to get my certification first for teaching. Is it like a specific certification for teaching in Japan? Obviously, this building power is all shut off right now. I haven't paid the electricity bill in 2 years after all. Same goes for water and gas. We don't need gas though, and we're using lots of bottled water for everything, including the toilet. Oh no. Electricity is the one thing we can't do anything about. If we used a small generator like they have at festivals, it would make a ton of noise. They'd be sure to hear it from outside.
電気会社で手続きして再開
I will have it for
してもらう
by the end of this month. Yes, for teaching English to ESL. It's for anywhere. Oh wow. That must be like a really very fast like certification. How long have you been taking this course for? A few months?
いや、
Meh.
ちょい待ち。電気供給を再開するときに
It's
さ、
only 1 month
作業員が
long.
来ちゃうんじゃね？
Oh, that's pretty incredible that you can get like a certification in 1 month. And then are there typically any other like conditions for like applying to teach in Japan? I don't really know of anything else that you'd need to have, because I don't even think knowing Japanese is even a requirement for that. They just want you to be able to teach English to ESL. So yeah. For Japan, you have to have a bachelor's degree. Oh, okay. In anything. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I think that might have been... I think that's probably why I considered doing it. I was like, oh, okay. The requirements aren't too bad if you already have a BA. You need to know Japanese? No, you don't, Radioactive. I've looked into teaching in Japan. They don't expect you to know Japanese. I don't really know what they typically look for in a good candidate though, so I'm sure there's some leeway to get over there without a BABS. I'm sure there might be other ways to do it, but it probably really helps that if you have like a degree in something. So not like it's incredibly hard to get a BA. Not that I'm minimizing people's efforts for some of these degrees, but like if you can get any BA, then you know, there you go. Not sure about that. Wouldn't the power restart the power?
あ
That's true.
そしたらバレちゃうね
What should we do?
そもそもなえちゃんし、未成年だから手続きとかは保護者がやらんとダメっしょ。
Oops.
そうなのかな
あんま僕がここにいること他の人に知られたくないんだよね。
You have a BA in popcorn making? Okay, Radio.
じゃあルミホお姉ちゃんに頼むのも無理だね
ルミホ？誰それ？なえちゃんしお姉さんいたの？巨乳？アニメ声？
It's so funny because he was in love with Ferris and he wasn't even actually aware of her real name. I guess she kept it like really a guarded secret, her real name.
太郎おじさんもよく知ってる人だよ本名知らなかったの
Oops.
本名？え？
2年前はフェイリスニャンニャンさんっていう名前だった
Nyan Nyan.
なんだと？
You really don't need Japanese to teach English in Japan. No. I'm telling you for the last time, Radioactive. You don't need to know Japanese. It might help, but it's not a requirement to teach English in Japan. They don't actually expect their teachers who apply to know Japanese. Because you're strictly dealing with students who are just like needing to learn from a native English speaker. That's all that they're focused on. So you need to have a very good command of English. You can't just be like an ESL student yourself trying to teach it. Sorry. You don't, but you can make more money if you know Japanese. Yes, this is actually very true, Secret. There's more opportunities for other kind of like job opportunities as well if you know Japanese and want to like do something else other than teaching. Teaching is just kind of like a easy way to like get in, I imagine. Dado suddenly opens his eyes wide in shock.
フェイリスさんの本名。
For some reason, he starts trembling.
ははは。やだな。フェイリスさんに本名なんてないよ。 フェイリスタンはフェイリスタンだし、人違いじゃね？フェイリスタンはさ、ニャンニャン星から来た猫耳ライネッターなんだお。永遠の17歳なんだお。
タルおじさん、大丈夫？
大丈夫だ、問題ない。ナイちゃんし、一つだけ覚えといて。社会の営みの中ではファンタジーも時には必要なファクターだってこと。
はあ。
僕はさ、あの夏週に一度はフェイリスタンにライネット AB で勝負を挑んでたんだお。
Good night, secret. Maybe stream tomorrow. Oh, now radio isn't even saying good night to me. Lol. Good night, Crunchy. Okay, good night, radio. Have a good sleep. See you in the next stream.
当時フェイリスタンは負け知らずのライネットチャンプ。僕の実力じゃ全くかなわない雲の上の存在だったわけ。
I can't help if I had the munchies.
でも幸せだったお。フェイリスタンは僕だけの恋人で、いつでも僕のために対戦する時間を空けてくれたからさ。
We will probably stream some Japanese. That's cool.
タルおじさんとルミホお姉ちゃん、恋人だったの？
Oh my god, he's telling her that they were lovers.
恋人っつうか、悲しい運命に引き裂かれた二人っつうか。
そうなんだ。
Oh my god, she's believing him. I'm shocked. But it's true that Rumiho is a strange girl. Strange people probably fall for other strange people. Though this does raise a few questions about her taste in men.
で、なんでナイちゃん氏はフェイリスタンのこと知ってんの？
Finally burnt out in Subnautica after spending 72 hours playing it. Oh my god. Wait, did you just like play 72 hours like very recently when you started streaming it again? Or not again, I guess streaming it for the first time recently? I'll come back to it someday. No. I'm starting to get a little bit burnt out on visual novels. I've been playing like Steins Gate, the linear bounded Phenogram, like this whole time for the last couple weeks. Yeah, like within the span of a couple weeks, yeah. So I'm starting to feel like, okay, I'm gonna have to give visual novels a bit of a break.
私、ルミホお姉ちゃんの家に居候してるから。
Gonna maybe decide to try and play something more action-basedy.
フェイリスタンと呼びたまえ。
嫌です。
Yeah, that's
あっさり否定とか笑った。そしてナイちゃん氏は毎晩
nice,
フェ
sounds
イリスタ
fun.
ンと同じベッドで眠っているんですね。
I might try
お
and
姉
play
様とロザリオ交換した。
I might try and pull up my Witcher 2 game again. I took a break from that so long ago. So I don't know if I might try and continue from where I was, or if I might just start all over again. Oh my god, he's talking about swamp rosaries. It's like an anime reference. Is this some sort of a joke? If it is, I should just drop this conversation. Pointless talk won't change how hot it is in here. The water in the bottle I bought has already gotten lukewarm. I knows. Test start tomorrow. I remember most of the stuff they taught us in class, but I still need to do a bit of review to get a good score. After dinner, I tried ignoring my sleepiness to study for a few hours. By the time I look at the clock, it's already after midnight. I could hardly concentrate. My grades might end up lower than they were on the spring exams. If only Dado had showed up 1 week later. I muffled my yawn. I should drink some hot tea. When I go out to the living room, Rumiho is there.
なえ、まだ起きてたの？明日は月曜日なの、わかってるかにゃ？明日からテスト。勉強？集中できなくて。じゃあ、私がとっておきのアッサムティーを入れてあげるにゃ。美味しそう。にゃ、座って待ってるにゃ。
Rumiho happily walks off into the kitchen. After a while, she brings me hot milk tea.
どうぞ、お嬢様。いただきます。
A pleasant scent wafts from the cup. I don't know much about tea, but the milk tea Rumiho makes is delicious.
ねえ、お姉ちゃん。何かにゃ。ダルおじさんっていたでしょ？わお、ダルにゃん。懐かしい名前にゃ。私がまだフェイリスを名乗ってライネットをやってた頃、一番のファンでいてくれた人にゃ。それにラボメン。
The moment I say these words, Rumiho's smile takes on a note of sadness.
さあ、まさか前、ダルニャンとどこかで会ったのかにゃ。そういうわけじゃ。
Does she see my eyes? I lied again. Even though there's no need to hide it, do I not trust Rumiho? That can't be true. I've talked to her about so many things over the past 2 years. Without her help, I would probably be living here at the Akiha house with my heart still closed off. So why did I lie to her just now? Is it because I want to be the only one able to send emails? Or am I afraid that I can't be involved anymore if I involve someone else?
ダルニャン、懐かしいにゃ。今頃どこで何してるのかにゃ。また対戦したいにゃ。ルミホお姉ちゃんはダルおじさんと恋人だったの？にゃ、恋人ではないにゃ。違うの？
She just answers it straight up.
仲は良かったにゃ。とってもいいお友達だったにゃ。
Just friends. So Daru lied to me? But why would he lie about something like that? That's pretty shocking. Also, it showed me just how sad it is to be lied to. I'm sorry, Rumiho. I don't have the right to criticize Daru for what he did. Still, gloomily, I drink another cup of milk tea, then go back to studying. I pulled the extension cord from the bathroom. The cord reels in, coiling onto the floor like a snake.
うほ、これこそまさに天からの恵みっつうか、地獄に垂れ下がった雲の糸っつうか。
雲は怖いです。
Daru plugs his cell phone charging cable into the end of the extension cord.
きたー!
It starts charging, and I begin to wonder if this is really okay. I came here right after my exams were over for the day, and Daru immediately handed me this extension cord. Apparently this is the solution to the electricity issue. Several extension cords are connected together, passing through the bathroom window and plugged into the rear building. By sheer luck, the rear building's hallway had a power socket. I just went over to plug it in. He says he's just boring a little, but I call that stealing electricity. When I bring that up,
それについては支援者にうまく処理してもらうを。ないちゃん氏は心配し。
he says this beaming. Even though he didn't tell me how they would deal with it. Anyway, this solves the electricity issue. Probably. I slowly, carefully move the small saw up and down, but no matter what I do, it still makes some sound. What's important is making that sound as quiet as possible. I'm starting to learn the tricks. Progress is so slow that it's almost disheartening, but the hole is definitely getting bigger. I started work on Sunday. Yesterday and today, once I'd finished my tests in the morning, I came straight here. But because of that, I couldn't review for my Japanese and social studies tests today. Still, I think I managed to score above average on them. I've been devoting all my time to this. It seems like Daru is having a hard time on his end too. While the power issue had been solved, the agents outside would notice if used it too openly. I keep hearing him complain under his breath about how he can't even do tests to see if the time machine will work properly. Sounds like I'm not the only one holding things back at least. The holes will break through to the other side soon, after all. Right now I'm sawing away at the ceiling boards on the first floor. I'd probably break through easily if I gave it a big stomp, but that would make some noise, so I can't. How frustrating. Faster. Hurry up. I'm getting impatient. I grit my teeth. I wipe the sweat dripping from my forehead. I continue moving the saw slowly, quietly. Then, I cut all the way through to the first floor's ceiling boards. I hold onto the cutout to keep it from falling. Then, I hold it out to Daru, who was working off to the side.
できたよ。
おう、なえちゃん氏、仕事早いね。
Maybe he recognized how capable I am, at least a little. I feel like smiling. Dado walks over and looks down the hole. Even with the hole all the way through, the lower floor is pitch black and we can't see anything. The outside shutters are closed and there are no other windows, so it's only natural.
つか、この大きさの穴じゃ僕通れなくね。
Ladder?
ダロおじさんが通るつもりだったの？そんなの無理だよ。
無理だよ. The gap is barely big enough for me to pass through.
じゃあ、ナイちゃん氏、行く？
Uh-oh.
行って何をすればいいの？
とりあえず42型がつくかどうか調べる。
着いたら？
それでナイちゃん氏の仕事は終わり。
着かなかったら？
The world is screaming.
世界がやばい。
Yeah, bite. It sounds like he doesn't have any backup plan if it doesn't turn on. And honestly, I start thinking that not turning on might be for the best. But I think it's just anxiety over being involved in something this big. Dado's like a person from another world. I don't know for sure that he'll even be here tomorrow. He might disappear completely, taking the time machine with him. I don't even have the courage to ask him why he lied the other day. No matter how much he lies, I have no choice but to trust him, and that makes me anxious. I'd rather be in a situation where no progress can be made without me around.
勝手だな、私。
勝手って何が？
別に何でも。
Anyway, I'm the one who has to descend to the lower floor. Using a rope I brought, I slowly drop down into the store. I use a pen light to illuminate the area. CRT TVs are piled up, almost touching the ceilings. I could use them as footholds, but I feel like they'd tumble over the moment I touch them, so I don't. Dad would always get mad at me when I tried touching the stacks of TVs.
いかない。危ないから絶対に触るんじゃないぞ。絶妙なバランスで積んであるんだからな。
Lol.
もし下手にい
Seems
じったら
dangerous.
ブラウン管の山で生き埋めになっちまうぞ。
The store is even dustier than the floor above. I feel like coughing, but I desperately hold it back. I look around the store again. I remember all of this. It's like it's been frozen in time since 2 years ago. The store I'd always play it at. Daddy's store. The chair he would always sit in is still right there. On the small table sits a newspaper from August of 2 years ago.
お父さん。
Aw, I feel like crying. Is it because the dust is stinging my eyes, or because I remember Daddy's face?
はい、ガード。
I see Dado's face peering down from the hole above as he dangles the extension cord. I take it and walk towards this 42-inch TV at the back of the store. How weird. When I look at it now, it doesn't seem that big. But 2 years ago, I didn't think you could find a TV this big in the entire world. Of course, it's still the same, still big compared to LCD TVs of the same, screen size. I wonder if it's because I've grown. I have to go to the last section of class today. Alrighties. Good luck with your last day of class. I'm sure it'll probably be easy, right? Since it's just wrapping it up. Oh no, you're welcome. And, yeah. I didn't know what else to say, so have a good day. And, congrats on getting that certification. Or, I guess, pre-grats? Bye-bye! When I make it, I can send Japanese goodies back to the home continent. Okay, yes. It's interesting that you're still calling it the home continent. Even though it's like even though you've said that it's gonna be a one-way trip for you. Back to the old continent might be more fitting for you. The old continent. But yes, do bring back or send back some goodies. I will compile a list. Or because I'm used to seeing the massive TV in the Akiha family's living room. Either way, it makes me kind of sad. Thinking of these things, I plug the 42-inch TV's power cord into the extension cord socket. After a gulp, I try pressing the main power switch at the bottom of the TV.
つかない。
リモコンある？
Is there a remote? Oh, I know exactly where the 42-inch TV's remote control is kept. It's on a shelf near the chair where Dad would always sit. As always, that's where I found it. I swap in the batteries Dado tossed me, pointed at the TV, and pressed the power button. But the remote doesn't make it turn on either. I tried a few more times, but it was no good. Is it because I wished for this? I hoped that it wouldn't turn on. I shouldn't have done that. This TV is something Dad put his heart into maintaining.
やっぱ故障か。2年も放置してたし、悪い予感はあったんだお。
どうするの？
どうするも何も、ミッションは終了っしょ。
終了？
Oh no.
だって42型がつかないんじゃ話にならんし。
In a panic, I shout loudly.
修理、私がするから。
しー。
I hurriedly cover my mouth. Daru weighs me over with his hand and lowers the rope down the hole. I climb back up to the upper floor. Back in elementary school, I was pretty good at the climbing rope in the playground. Climbing up and down the rope is easy if you know how. After waiting for me to get back up, Daru opens his mouth.
もう一度言うけど、ミッションはこれで終了だお。撤収せ。
修理、できるよ。
When I say this, Daru looks at me with doubt in his eyes.
無理っしょ。だってあのテレビの大きさじゃ、そこの穴もトイレの窓も通せないし、シャッター開けて外に持ち出したら、あの黒服連中に見つかってアウトだし。
外に持ち出す必要なんてないよ。
じゃあ誰が直すん？
私が。
I was cleaning around the shrine earlier and saw that one striped cat I know you like. I can't remember his name though. That's Saget. I hadn't seen him around in a while, so I was super worried. I'm glad he's okay. Aww.
いやいやいや、ブラウン管テレビの修理は素人にはおすすめできない。
Well, what other choice do you have? You're just giving up anyway, so you might as well try.
一歩間違えれば感電して死ぬこともあるって聞いたわけだが。
What? Is this true? You get electrocuted even with it
そ
unplugged?
れはちゃんと放電できていれば大丈夫。42型は2年間電源を入れてなかったよ。
もしかして詳しいん？
She's probably learned a lot from her daddy. I nod enthusiastically.
昔お父さんにちょっとだけ教わったから。
Aww.
でもちょっとだけっしょ。
Only a
そうだ
little?
けど、
It's
でも
enough?
直せる可能性はちょっとでもあるわけだし、諦めちゃうよりいいんじゃないかなって。
Well,
私でもできる修理方法だけでも試させてほしいです。
okay, I can see why Dado didn't want her trying because he was worried that she might get electrocuted. So that's kind of noble for him to want to give up.
危なくない？
コンデンサとかフューズとかその辺は私も詳しくわからないからいじらずに。
いじらずに。
電源回路のプリント基板をチェックしようと思う。
そこが壊れてるかもしれんってこと？
劣化してハンダ割れしてるんじゃないかと。
I learned how to solder during handicrafts in elementary school, and Dad taught me a bit as well. Uncle Dado had me buy a battery-powered soldering iron during the first shopping trip, so I can use that.
だから基板
Okay,
に
I wondered about
追い
that.
ハンダを全部やってみるの。
I was like, how is he doing like electronics, like fiddling? So yeah, so there's the battery-powered one. Resoldering means adding more solder to already soldered connections, or soldered connections. I remember Dad told me before that degradation over time can result in cracks forming in solder. I actually know this stuff.
それでもう一度つくかどうか試すっていうので
Random
どう
factoid about me.
Uncle
Dado thinks for a
そ
while.
れ以外はやらない。
やらないというか
It's pretty simple to
やれない。
touch up solder. I honestly tell him what I'm capable
だから
of,
やらせてください。
as long as you have the right tools. I look him straight in the eye and ask. Dado lets out a little sigh.
今のセリフさ、もっと甘える感じで言ってみてくんない？
I don't really understand what he means, but I know that it's something perverted. I glare at him, and he stands up straight and forces a smile.
一つ一つやれることをこなしていけば、いつかフラグは立つ。 とか言うし。
太郎おじさん。
これエロゲ攻略の鉄則なのだぜ。
はい。
まあ危険がないっつうなら試してみる価値はあると思われ。
頑張る。
I'll do whatever I can. First, I had to remove the outer cover. I used a screwdriver to remove the screws, but it's pretty tough to see them with only a pen light. The heat, stuffy air, and lack of sleep combined to dull my mind. I've been in here for almost 6 hours today. Staying for too long probably isn't good.
ねえ、太郎おじさん。前と同じ質問していい？
I call up to the floor above, without being too loud.
どうして今？
ん？どういうこと？
Dado pokes his head through the wall, or the hole. It reminds me of an upside-down whack-a-mole machine.
太郎おじさんが秋葉原に戻ってきたのはどうして今だったのかなって。
Right at the start, he told me he had been abroad, but he also said he returned to Japan half a year ago. What was he doing in that time? Why did he decide to return here in July? Before he told me he had business to take care of, but he wouldn't tell me why it had to be now.
太陽嵐の噂聞いたことある？
太陽嵐？
簡単に言うと太陽から飛んでくる目に見えない磁気の嵐だお。ここ最近さ結構騒がれてるんだよね。過去最大規模の磁気嵐が来るかもって。もしそれが地球に到達したら電子機器とかバカになっちゃうわけで。
壊れちゃうっていうこと？
そう。しかも世界規模でね。太陽嵐で世界がやばい的な。
本当に来るの？
さあ専門家の間でも来るのか来ないのか意見が分かれてるし。でももしも来ちゃったら目も当てられないっしょ。きっとインフラ復旧するだけでもかなり時間かかりそう。
Infrastructure. The establishment put in place to support roads, schools, hospitals, the economy, the general welfare of the public, and more. Recently, this word has seen use when describing communications-related things. TV, radio, phone, internet, etc.
そんなわけで太陽嵐の前と後じゃ D メール送信の成功確率が大きく変わっちゃうかもしれんしょ。もしものことを考えてこうして戻ってきたってわけ。
While we were talking, I finished removing all the screws. I basically have to hug the big cover to remove it. There was a lot of dust on it, so my clothes might be really dirty. It's too dark to check now, though.
カバー外れた。
なんとかなりそう。
と
It's too dark to tell.
まだわかんない。他のパーツに邪魔されて基板がまだ見えないから。
じゃあ分解ですね。わかります。
He says it like it's easy. It's my first time taking apart a TV. I need to remember the order I disassemble it in. If I don't, I'm not sure I'll be able to put it back together. It's gonna be a challenge. But I have to do it. If not, I won't be able to send the D-mail. Aren't you kinda late today too? Is your study session going well? What are you doing about dinner? Eating at your friend's house? I'll make something if you're coming back to eat. Please let me know.
帰らなきゃ。
I can't make the Akiha family worry. I'll tell them I'm late because I'm staying at a friend's house. Even telling them a little lie like that really hurts my heart. But I don't want to make them worry anymore. I'm on the rooftop, gazing absent-mindedly at the sky. To avoid the agent's detection, I'm as far from the edges as I can get, and keeping my head down. I wanted a breath of fresh air after staying in that dusty room for so long. It was getting hard to breathe. In the end, my test results were mixed. My social studies test from day 2 was especially bad, just barely meeting the average score. Numiho even tried consoling me, but I didn't learn my lesson. I even skipped my team activities to be here today. Aw. So much sacrifice. I couldn't help but make a sound. I focus on my fingertips, holding the pen light in my mouth. The soldering iron's in my right hand, and the solder is in my left. I press the two together on the spot on the circuit board I want to solder, creating a little silver ball as the faint smell of melting lead wafts into the air. Yesterday and today. From after school until evening, I've been doing this delicate work in the dark store. The 42-inch TV's circuit board is really big too. There are a huge number of spots with solder on them. I spent several hours on it since yesterday, but I've only resoldered about half. It's because I work so slow. Thinking like that makes me even more tense. I said I'd do this myself, and I think of it as my last chance at sending a D-mail. I'm so nervous that my fingers are shaking. I guess my rooftop break didn't help. I let out a big sigh. What's up? What's up, Booper Bunny? How's it going? How was your stream? I think I saw you were streaming earlier. I wonder how Uncle Daru's work is coming along. If he's almost done, I might end up being cut from the team. Speaking of which, I've heard quiet chatter that I can't quite make out coming from upstairs for a while now, but Daru's the only one on the second floor? Is he on the phone? Who's he talking to? The soldering iron's batteries are about to run out, so I'll check while I replace them. Fine, it went well. How about you? Yeah, stream's going okay. I'm just trying to get through this game. I'm really itching to like finish this visual novel, and then that way I can move on to the next game. I like finishing games. I'm very particular about that sometimes. I feel like if I drop a game, I never go back to it, and it bothers me. It bothers me. When I climb to the second floor, I see Daru reclining on the sofa, not doing his work. He's munching on snacks while talking on the phone.
So
Oh my god.
このままじゃやってられん
So he's not working?
つうかさ。だが断る。方法はそっちで考えてよ。僕はそれについては割とどうでもいいんで。
I find the more I want a game to end, the longer it takes. That's actually kind of true for me, but I'm more bothered by switching up games and leaving behind like a backlog of like half-finished games. That's when it ends. That's all. Oh man, it bothers me more to have games unfinished that like haunt the back of my mind. So I do this to quiet the voices. And plus, this is like really close to the end. I've just been on this game for like the last couple weeks, so. Shh. That's the thing though, like if I start up games and then I just drop it, if I don't intend on like going back to play it, I'm never gonna go back to play it. So. Who's he talking to? What the? Mako-chan. You okay? You didn't come to practice today. What happened? Yamanaka-senpai was super mad. Are you feeling under the weather? Want me to come visit? Oh no. People are worried about me. No game insofar. Even my favorite games don't hold my attention that long for me to stick to it every day. I usually try and balance. I usually try and like, sometimes I'll have maybe 2 or 3 different games that I rotate between. I just been compelled to like finish this one. That's all. Sometimes I'll just get the need to like finish a specific game and I'll just like power through it.
Okay.
This game will probably take me 1 more stream to finish up. He seems to be enjoying himself. It doesn't look like he has an ounce of tension.
Nai-chan-shi.
He suddenly calls out to me, which makes me jump.
僕さ、ちょっと出かけてくるんで。
And this is, if you've never played a visual novel, this one is mostly reading, seeing as it doesn't have a lot of choices in it. So calling it a game, or some people might not consider this a game. But that's okay. It's been about a week since Daru holed up in here. He hasn't left once since then. It's really difficult for Daru to get his fat body through that tiny bathroom window. It's difficult for me too, since I have to help. Also... Wait, what has he been doing to like, when he needs to go to the bathroom? Oh god. I'm heading outside for a bit. I guess he's going crazy. Itaro is fucking ripped. Mind the belly. Why does everyone say he's ripped? That's kind of funny. He's in the series they always call him fat. I guess the fat on him looks kind of more like muscle. Maybe. It's interesting. You're not the first one to say that he's all ripped
なあちゃんし
looking.
もしかして心配してくれてるん
He looks like a UFC fighter. He's funny. That's funny. He's the furthest thing from a UFC fighter. He's like a otaku nerd.
だったらちょっと上目遣いでさ、行かないでお兄ちゃんって
He's
引
a
き
bit of a
止め
pervert.
プリーズ。そしたら僕一生ここに引きこもるんで。
Oni-chan.
ニート最高すぐる。働いたら負けかなと思ってる。
Look at this face. Okay, he changed expression. Never mind. Yeah, he's got his pervy face going on right
ま
now.
たそうやって
He always starts joking when he wants to dodge around an issue.
おじさんは一人じゃここから出ていくこともできないと思う。
By yourself. Lord.
くぐり抜けるには私がおじさんのお尻を押さないと無理だよ。
Push you.
またナイちゃん氏にお尻触ってもらえるとか胸熱。我々の業界ではご褒美です。
Lord.
何のために出かけるの？
ナイちゃん氏、これだけは覚えておいてほしいんだけど、男にはロマンのために命を懸けなきゃならない時があるんだ。こ
Okay.
れは女子には絶対理解できない。
What?
お
Putting one's life on the line. His jokey attitude has all but disappeared. Dado looks straight at me with a glint in his eyes. I don't think those are lying eyes. Okay. After I pushed Dado's big butt through the bathroom window. Gotta drive now. Wish me luck. Alright, good luck, Mr. Bomb. Have a very safe drive home. Okay, so I guess you don't really live too far, considering it's like 1:45. So I hope you make it before the curfew hits and that you don't get into trouble. Okay? But yeah, safe journeys, man. After walking for a while, I'm starting to see a man walking towards us from the front. I hurriedly grab Dado by the hand and take cover in the shadow of a staircase past a nearby ramen shop.
じゃあ、ナイちゃん氏、こんな暗がりに連れ込んで、
Why is he
僕
so
に乱暴す
pervy?
る気でしょ。
And she's a
エ
middle
ロ
school
同人み
student.
たいに。エロやめなくて OK だお。
It's okay, don't stop. She told us to shut up. I forcibly covered Dado's mouth with my hand.
前から黒服が歩いてきた。
マジ
I nod. I saw that agent when I came here after school too. He was in a car parked in front of Dad's building then. So why was he walking through here? I can't believe we'd end up running into each other. I watch as the agent passes by the ramen shop and stops in front of the building we've been using to enter and exit. He sits on the sidewalk railing and starts fiddling with his cell phone. He could spot us right away from there if we exit onto the sidewalk. And what's worse, he might attempt to check the building. If he goes up to the hallway of the second floor, he'd see the extension cord we plugged in to power the lab. He would definitely figure out that Dado's been there. I need to shift his attention.
どう
Uncle Dado speaks up from behind me.
私が注意を引きつけるから、その間に駅へ向かって。
Wouldn't she make a suspicious distract since they know she's the daughter? Okie dokie. I remember someone using that strange expression before. Suzuha.
オキドキ。
Okie dokie. Suzuha, the part-timer. I only knew her for a short time. I wonder what she's doing now. In the end, I never actually got to ride her bike. Aha. With that on my mind, I walk out onto the sidewalk, looking nonchalant. Right then, I see the agent put away his cell phone and stand up to enter the building. No! I reflexively speak to him. The agent seems startled and looks in my direction. My heart's pounding. I feel like it's gonna come flying out of my mouth, but I have to do something. I muster my courage and walk towards the agent.
なんだお前は。
What should I do if he captures me? What if he stabs me? My knees shake.
前にもこの近くにいましたよね。
あ
私、あなたのこと、この裏の道にある大檜山ビルの前で見かけました。
人違いだろう。
私、大檜山ビルのオーナー、どうしてこの辺をうろうろしてるんです？
The agent goes quiet. Our conversation freezes up. I need to keep it going. I need him to stay focused on me.
あなたはお父さんの知り合いですか？
I check on the ramen shop out of the corner of my eye. There, I see Dado hurrying out to the sidewalk.
お父さんに手を合わせに来てくれたとか。だったらお墓の方にお願いします。仏壇は今は私のところにはなくて、処分したわけじゃないんです。そんなのできるわけないです。お母さんだって入っているんだし、お父さんは宗教のこととかあんまり気にしなかったけど、やっぱりお母さんと一緒のところに入っていてほしいし。ただ私は今居候の身だから、それで
知らん。
I don't care. Lol. The agent suddenly brushes me aside and tries to walk away. No! If he goes that way, he'll find Daru. My mind went blank without realizing I was standing in the agent's way.
もしお父さんと関係ないならもう来ないでください。この辺りをうろうろされると私迷惑です。お願いします。
このガキか。
Then, the agent's cell phone rings.
はい。はい。
The
Hi.
agent gives the person calling him some
Okay.
vague responses and... He clicks his tongue at me and walks off in the opposite direction. He shouldn't bump into Daru if he goes that way. Safe. Did we manage to get off scot-free? I don't see Uncle Daru anywhere. After looking around, I weakly crouch down and curl up on the spot. My heart's still racing. I take a few deep breaths. Anyway, I need to contact Daru. We had decided beforehand that if we got split up, we would make contact by phone and find a way to meet up. I tried calling the number that Daru gave me before we left the lab. Did he give her the right number? There's a long silence. Normally you'd hear the ringtone. I tilt my head in puzzlement, then...
おかけになった電話番号は現在使われておりません。
He
番
gave
号
her
を
a
お確
fake
かめになっておかけ直し
number.
ください。
No. I almost stopped breathing.
れ
He lied to her.
あれ
I tried calling a few more times, but every time I get the currently not in use
お
message.
かしいな。
Oh no. Did I type in the wrong number when I put him in my phone? Ugh. I can't believe I'd make a mistake like this. I hate myself. What should I do? I gave Dado my phone number, so he might call me eventually, but just in case, should I wait for him at the lab? As I think, I reflexively stand up at the start. I look around. There are lots of passing cars and a good number of pedestrians. They all pass me by without so much as a glance. What should I do if Dado doesn't come back? Dado tried to start packing up the moment he learned the 42-inch TV didn't work. I stopped him saying that I could repair it, but what if he doesn't believe me? What if he just vanishes? I have no way of contacting him. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is wait. Wait all alone for someone who will never
そん
return.
なの嫌だよ。見えてる風景が死んでいくの。色が白黒になっていくの。
Unable to stand it, I desperately hold onto my own body. I'm so anxious, it's crushing me. Am I going to be left alone again? Something happening and ending without me even knowing? Only learning about it later? It's lonely, sad, painful. Of course, there's no guarantee that Dado will ever come back.
探さなきゃ。
He couldn't have gone far yet. I'm sure I'll find him right away. It's evening now, so there are more people walking on the streets. Dado stands out though. I noticed if I saw him walking around. I tried looking inside the part shop we hid in before, but I didn't see him around and the employee said he hadn't seen him either. Besides Rumiho, there's only one other labman from 2 years ago left in this town, Luka. Her house is at Yanabayashi Shrine across, Manseibashi. I figured Dado might have gone to visit his old fellow labman and dropped by. But Luka was away at college, and her family said that nobody like Dado had visited them. Her family, so she thinks that Luka is a girl. It's getting dark. I can't find him. I can't do anything. It's impossible to find a single person in a town this big without any clues. And given that, I couldn't find him after all the searching. Dado has probably already left Akihabara. Well, that or he could be hiding really well. In the end, not sure where to go. I came back here. I thought Dado might have come back. It was just a tiny flicker of hope, but... After sneaking to the bathroom to get in, I didn't see him anywhere. Missed each other. It sounds like you visited the shrine earlier. I'm sorry. I just got back. Did you need something from me? Please call. I opened the door to the shower room just in case, but nobody was inside. I sit down on the sofa and fatigue suddenly washes over me. I can only wait. I'm sure Daru will come back. I just have to believe and wait.
ハンダ付けの作業しなきゃ。
To be honest, I should have headed home by now, but I wouldn't want to miss Daru by doing that. My body's completely exhausted after running around everywhere, but I managed to stand up and head downstairs. Aw, poor Nai. However, my crushing anxiety makes it so I can't focus on my work. Lumio.
もしもし。
なえ、今どこにいるにゃ？こんな遅い時間まで出歩いてたらダメにゃ。
What time is it?
ロミホお姉ちゃん。
確かにこの前はもっと遊ぶべきだって言ったけど、それにしてもハメを外しすぎにゃ。中学生なんだから何時に帰ればいいかはちゃんと自分で判断しなきゃダメだにゃ。
それよりお姉ちゃん、ダルおじさんから連絡あった？
ダルニャン？そういえばこの前もナエはダルニャンのことを聞いてきたね。どうしてそんなに気になるにゃ？まさかダルニャンと一緒にいるのにゃ？
He's not here. Doom, Cookie. Thank you so much for that host. Really appreciate it.
今日はもう帰ってくるにゃ。パパもママも心配してるし。
Lurk mode.
わかった。
Thank you for that lurk.
ごめんなさい。
Actually, I'm probably actually gonna be ending the stream soon. I gotta take off in like 10 minutes. I can't do anything. As a child, no matter how important my business may be, staying out late at night will get me a scolding. No, you're not. I gotta go get ready to pick up my kid from school, so it's not like I'm staying out late just to stay out late. It's just really frustrating that I can't even search for someone by myself. Can't hear you. La 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 la. That's how I imagine, just like you covering your ears going la 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 la. There aren't many people left in Akihabara. All of the shops are closing up. Wait, why do you even care if I'm going anyways? You were just going to go in lurk mode anyways. Once all the shutters close, the sidewalk gets dark. Even as I walk back, I'm still looking for signs of Daru. I look at the face of every man who passes by, but he's not here. Literally exactly what I did. Lol. Not anywhere. He's gone. Then, when I was below UPX, Akihabara was all but deserted. At the table of an open cafe with no other customers, I see a large frame sitting there. The silhouette alone was enough. There's no mistaking that sight.
ダルおじさん。
She found him. I instinctively run up to him.
ん？おう、ナイちゃんし。
I was searching so desperately for him, but he greets me without the slightest hint of concern.
どうして連絡くれなかったの？ずっと探してたのに。
But as I said this, I realized that there was someone with Daru. Someone I'd never seen. Definitely not a lab mem. He's wearing a classy suit like a big shot salaryman, but he doesn't seem that much older than Daru. He has sharp eyes and kind of reminds me of a snake. In his hand is a bank envelope. Who is this man? Is he the person Daru was talking to on the phone before leaving? Just based on the atmosphere here, that doesn't seem to be the case.
じゃ、そういうことで。
Daru says this to, I assume, end their conversation. The snake man hands Daru the envelope without saying a word. He stands up, then after taking a glance at me, bows slightly and walks off.
次はさ、コミック LO ちゃんと手に入れといてよ。
Despite Daru shouting this, the snake man doesn't even look back, disappearing in the direction of the station. He didn't even try to say anything. It was a little creepy.
今の人は？
協力者ってやつ？
A collaborator? Daru ends his explanation there and stands up in a hurry. He looks around and starts walking off swiftly as if I'm not even there. I can understand why he's in a hurry given that the agents are after him, but it's like he ignored me, and it's pretty
で
hurtful.
きれば連絡欲しかった。電話して合流するって話だったでしょ？ 2時間ぐらいあちこち探したんだけど見つからなくて。
That was pretty
ラボで待
douchey
って
what
たの。
Daru did.
私の方から連絡できなかったのはごめんなさい。携帯に連絡先を登録したとき番号を間違えちゃったみたいで。
そうなん？どれ？
Daru appears at my cell phone screen. I show him the number.
ああ、ごめん。それ教えた僕の方が間違ってたわ。
Aww. I thought for sure that he was giving her a wrong number.
いやー、最近携帯の番号しょっちゅう変えてるから自分でちっとも覚えられんつうか。
Well, they should have tested by sending each other messages. Why?
さあせん。あ、許せないって言うなら後で踏んづけてもらっても OK だお。心置きなくやろう。
どうしてそんなに軽いの？
The words virtually slip out. Dado doesn't seem to notice my muttering and checks the inside of the envelope while walking. I almost trip when I see what's in there. That's a lot of money. Hundreds of 10,000 yen notes. I've only seen bundles of cash like that in manga and on TV.
それって。
中野で豪遊するための資金だお。
Nakano?
やっぱさ、文化的な潤いがないと人間って腐っていくっつうか。
Fujoshi
ここで言う腐るってのは不女子的な意味じゃないんで。とにかく僕はそろそろ我慢ならなくなってたわけ。電話レンジ作ってる場合じゃねえって。
Gross.
とにかくこの2年近く全くチェックできてない新作エロゲをプレイしたりとか、エロ同人買い漁ったりとか、アニメ全話視聴マラソンとかしたいんだお。でもお金なんて全くないっしょ。だからこうしてカンパしてくれる協力者に来てもらったってわけ。
These collaborators sound really fishy.
そのために。
そうそう。そのために今日は出かけたんだお。
All of that work just for
どう
this?
して？
あ、なちゃんしないちゃんし、この札束持ってさ、ちょっと僕の頬を叩いて。
どうして？
え？
どうしてふざけるの？どうして？
My vision blurs. He's looking at me like I'm the one causing him trouble. I get even angrier at him. I was crying before I realized it.
教えてもらわなくてもわかってるよ、太郎おじさんにとって私はどうでもいい存在なんだ。仲間でもなくてラブメンでもなくて、
Aww.
ただの部外者だもんね。ただの知り合いだもんね。でも私だって好きでただの知り合いになったわけじゃない。一人で戻ってこない人を待つのはもう嫌なのに、私は当事者になりたいのに。なのに真面目な話をすることも許してもらえないなんて。もういいよ。
I wipe my tears with the back of my hand.
私もうお父さんのビルには行きません。足手まといみたいなのでやめます。だからどこにでも一人で行っちゃえばいいんだ。
I said all there was to say. I ran off in the opposite direction from Dado. I didn't even look back. Okay, I think that's a good
なえ、遅いにゃ。
point
どれだけ心配したと。
that's a good point to save here. That emotional outburst. And I'm just gonna end the stream here. I don't really have time to raid, so we'll just end it here. And I will see you guys in the next stream. We'll be finishing this up, hopefully. I'll try and start it sooner, because I don't know how much time I'm gonna need to finish the last leg of this game. So we've been at this for 3 hours and 30 minutes. So yeah, I'll try and start the stream earlier tomorrow. Or if I'm feeling up for it, I might do another stream later tonight. Grrr. Wait, why are you growling at me? Maybe later tonight, okay? If I do later tonight, it'll probably be in like 6-ish hours, give or take. 6-ish hours, give or take an hour or so. Yeah, okay. And then maybe we can try and finish this game up. But yeah, definitely the next stream I'll be finishing this game up, for sure. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, wherever you guys are. And I will see you guys in the next stream, whether that's in 6 hours or tomorrow morning. Gives you a chance to sleep a bit. Okay, you go to sleep. Get your nap in. I'll try to like post it on Discord if I do decide to stream tonight. Give like a heads up, a couple hours heads up. Cause yeah, I might have a nap later on before I stream again. So, yep. Anyways, see you guys next time.